Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Pull up a chair and join us here in the alcove as we continue the story of the Chaoslands, our homebrewed 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Here we are for episode 6. As always, we have a handful of quick announcements to get through. Since you are here, you can know that we go live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Right now. VODs are available on our Twitch channel immediately and uploaded to YouTube every Friday morning. We also do a restream on Thursday mornings, a rerun where many of us will be in chat and you can watch along and see the adventure. All right. What else? Yeah. Feel free to hit the follow button down below. We're really trying to push towards the affiliate status on Twitch.
Yeah, we have some cool things that we can do if we hit that affiliate for you guys, including some emotes and some other fun things that we have working.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all you guys who have supported us so far.
Yes. Please follow us. Also, while you're checking out the links below, you can follow us on all of our other social medias as well. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of the things. We are on them. Also, a big shout out to Syrinscape, because Epic Games need epics now. Syrinscape is a great digital tool with a collection of amazing sound sets and music that we use to improve the ambiance of our game and stream. If you're looking for a way to improve the immersion at your RPG table, go check them out at Syrinscape.com. Syrinscape.
Yeah.
Do you have any other announcements? Anything?
Almost did.
Yeah, we'll have a cool thing next week, and we have a couple episodes before our Christmas break. So follow our Twitter and everything for updates. We have some things and some filler episodes that we're gonna do for that Christmas break. So
Cool. All right.
Follow us on Instagram if you want to see little clips of
and TikTok.
French Italians or Italian French.
Yeah, for sure.
Drunken boards.
It's a me, it's the gambler.
Okay, it's the French part of Italy. Yeah.
Hey, that's
think we're ready.
everything. So I guess it's time to get started.
Oh, Lord.
Previously on the Chaoslands. Music time. There we go.
Beautiful, it's working too.
After a busy and tiring day of travel, our adventurers, having arrived in Freedom Hold, the headquarters and home base of the Cure of Dust, deep in Ward 8, spent some time amongst its people. You ate, drank, gambled, and just took a breather from the hectic 24 hours or so that you've had. After which Cassandra insisted on holding a small get-together. A banquet of sorts.
If you will.
A banquet
Call it
of
what
sorts.
it is,
You
Raffe.
can't just call it a banquet 4 episodes later.
It's a
soiree.
It gives you a chance to spend a jovial night in relative safety and comfort. In spite of Astra noticing a nearby lightning rift storm that
It's fine.
appeared in the evening,
It's fine.
appearing dangerously close. While the big one turned in early to go and work on some personal projects that he had brought with him from his home, the rest of you enjoyed the get-together and soon discovered that the Duster's favorite means of letting off steam was through friendly brawls in the courtyard, providing entertainment in the form of gambling as well as some pugilistic spectating. Timon and Karana fought a brutal one-on-one brawl where, despite some strange trickery, meaning that he was unable to move his hammer, Timon emerged victorious, barely. However, it was the subsequent duel between Arkmir and Aradok that proved to be much more interesting. With both of them fighting cagily and with a certain flair and showmanship, Aradok landed what he thought for sure would be the winning blow, only for Arkmir to drop to all fours and lash out with a psychic scream of energy that knocked out a handful of the spectators of the fight and harmed several others. With Arkmir feral and lashing out indiscriminately at Aradok, Galtier stepped in and, using a sleep spell, ended the battle. But yet, many questions still remain as to what exactly has conspired here. I'm still just fixing the music.
Okay. What's that moment of tension? So are we picking up like right where
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy.
There's an unconscious boy on the
Yeah.
side of the ring that you all have been spectating around. A lot of people are reeling from tinnitus and headaches. Each of you has a blinding pain in your head. Arkmir is lying on the ground, asleep.
Sneezing.
Eridog and Cassandra both still have their weapons drawn and are looking
one health
between
life.
him and you to the rest of you.
Son of a bitch.
All right.
Is everything all... What happened? Is everything all right? Is he down? As Cassandra says, just holding her rapier up.
It should be fine. He's sleeping for now. I'm gonna go over and I think you were using that new weapon, right? At the end of the fight, you had that other weapon. I know you were like summoning weapons, but you had the glowing one in your hand, I think, too.
I had the glowing one. Yep.
So I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna take that from him for right now. Just gonna hold that and say, and walk away. That's it. It's fine. Look at Erdoc and say, "This weapon, I've never seen him use this before, but you spoke as if you knew it. It was. What is this weapon?"
Why would you say that?
It's just a keepsake. It's nothing special.
Really
It simply
quickly, would I
provides
recognize a weapon like this?
Make a history check.
I don't think I get anything extra. No, I don't. 11.
You don't recognize the weapon itself, but you can see clearly, like, there's Elvish runes on the blade.
Right.
They're old Elvish. They're not really a common, like, dialect. You can recognize some of the characters.
Okay.
Speak oddly like moon guards or something, and at the base of it, there definitely is, like, the symbol that you are very familiar with.
Okay.
At the very near the very bottom of the blade, near the hilt.
Sorry, I forget what Eridoc just said about the weapon.
It's just a keepsake of sorts. It's nothing special. It holds more sentimental value and provides some. And you can see as you're holding the blade, it's glowing.
Right.
Like it's got like a bluish pale white light emanating from it, from the blade. No. It provides modicum of usefulness in dark places, but other than that, it's a keepsake.
Where is it from? These are elven runes on it. Old runes.
It's from a wreck site not far from here. Several days travel down south. A different city.
Which?
Marinuan.
Marinuan. Okay. I've not seen. Is this something that?
Cassandra's still like holding her sword out.
Yeah.
And is just like looking around to the rest of you and making sure. And you can see that like Nihilus and a couple of other people have like unsheathed their weapons.
Yeah.
A figure that you haven't seen yet, actually. A small gnome with like short, like almost like a mohawk style hair. Dark blue hair.
Okay.
He's kneeling. Oh, he's wearing like these long robes. He's kneeling beside the kid that
Okay.
unconscious.
Right.
He's kind of just like looking out, and he sees Nihilus and like waves to Nihilus to come.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna look over to Cassandra right now and just say, Cassandra, what's happening right here? I think this is fine for now. Take care of your people. Get them back to their homes. We'll kind of take it from here. You're still probably just on the ground, like.
Cough some blood. Cassandra, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. The lad's down.
Is he going to be a threat when he comes back up?
I don't know.
We're not sure yet.
But if he comes back violent, we'll restrain him.
So, Astra, are you? Well,
Hang on. I'm standing up out of the fountain. Just sopping wet.
You fell backwards into the fountain.
Yeah, I fell into the fountain. Son of a...
we going for a swim?
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know if he'll still be awake at this point, but you might want to go.
Oh my
check
god,
on-
is Arkmir dead?
He's sleeping.
Oh my god, you should have led with that.
You might want to go see if the big one is still up. He's known Arkmir a little bit longer. He might know if something like this has happened before.
Okay. Yep, I'm the gal for the job. I can do it. Can do.
Okay.
I'm gonna run off to
301.
301.
You make your way up the stairs, and you see that as you reach the first floor, there's like a few people just standing at like the balcony looking down.
Looking down in the direction
They're
of.
looking down at like the building or like at the ring down below because you're climbing up the stairs, and the stairs are pretty close. So you go up the stairs, and there's people looking down. There's a couple of people just whispering amongst each other and like trying to figure out what just happened down below. But they don't seem like. While down below, you can see like everybody's still kind of wincing. They're like holding their like head. Like the people up here seem fine. They seem like nothing's really happened. They're just more curious to see what the hell's going on down below.
Like, they seem fine as in they didn't hear. Like, do I think maybe they didn't hear it or they just weren't affected by it? I can't tell. Okay.
That's up to you to figure out. They seem fine. They aren't like holding. They don't appear injured in any sort. Like there are people downstairs who are like
they're not like
unconscious
holding their
or
head or
like,
anything.
They're not woozy. They're not anything like that. You're just rushing up the stairs also, so you're not really like stopping to take a look at
I'm
them.
on a mission.
Yeah.
I'm the gal for the job. I got this.
So you go up the stairs and you come up to the third floor landing and make your way to
301.
301.
Big one? Are you naked?
No response.
Big one. Okay, coming in. Put
It's
some
locked.
clothes on.
Yeah. And then a few seconds later, you're, and I'll make my way to the door, and you'll hear it unlatch, and then I'll slightly open. Oh, Astra, hello, it's
Hello.
just you. And you'll notice I'm like sweaty and dirty and
Typical.
kind of like
He's watching cops. He's
Yeah.
watching cops.
yeah, it's just watching cops.
I told you to put a sock on the door.
You'll notice that like when I left, I was very tired and looked like death, and I'm a little excited. Right, I look happy. I look.
Of course you do.
Elated.
How
Yeah,
excited!
I'm standing very erect, and no, but I got like a little. Okay, when you left, I don't really know how to. Don't be mad, but I
won't
know
be.
we've been rolling with just the 5 of us lately, but something magical has happened, and then you'll
I
just.
completely forget about Arkmir.
Yeah, you'll just hear like a little bit of clanging from inside.
What was that?
Well, my best friend is here.
What?
He's finally alive.
What?
Yeah, just come on in.
Oh, okay, and I cautiously
Yeah.
enter.
Now, boy, be good.
Oh my god.
And yeah, as you look, there's like a medium. I mean, compared to you, he's probably close to the same size as you, but about little like comes up to my probably knees. A medium-sized metal dog sitting in the
my
middle of the
God.
room. He looks a little not perfect. He's got a leg that kind of has some dents in it,
Oh my
and
God,
he's
I
got
love
a naturally goofy smile, just like the big one. And he doesn't look like the other constructs you've seen around town. He's a little. He's perfect. Yeah. Well, Astra, please meet. Well, to be honest, I don't quite have a name for her. I just call him the little one. Oh, it's a good
He
boy.
barks in response to
Yeah.
the name.
Come say hi.
Astra's still a little bit drunk, so she just starts crying because he's so cute.
Oh, he won't
Oh my
hurt
God.
you.
No, he's just
Oh.
he's perfect. I love him. Can I pet him?
Certainly.
Can I?
And you notice that there's like a green, like, not really a gem, it's just kind of like a green thing in the middle of his chest. The rest is the same color as my gun almost. It's like the same, what is it called?
Brassy.
Electrosteel?
Electrosteel.
Electrosteel, brassy color with some like other like iron looking stuff in there. Not iron, but like the same color. And same as my arm, you can see like wires and gears underneath each of his joints, but he's there.
Oh my
He's perfect.
god, he's so
Yeah.
sweet. I love him. Do you have any apples? Can I have an apple?
Yes. We'll give you an apple.
Thank you.
Down to 2.
Okay.
But no, he gladly gives yes, for sure. Now, again, I don't mean to alarm you, and I'm hoping that we can accept him. This is the first time he's my best friend, and he would love it if he could join us.
100%.
Oh, perfect.
100%.
He's a
We'll
good
give
boy.
Arkmir's basically dead. We'll just replace Arkmir with him. It's fine. We already a spot opened up. Okay, does he play fetch?
I don't know. I don't really know. I've never really taken.
Little one. Like this? Like this? Ready? Wha!
He just darts off,
Oh,
trying to catch it,
oh,
like, knocks it away a little bit, and is like he was wobbling a little bit on one leg as he's like running,
Yeah.
and he like ducks down, like picks it up,
Come on,
brings it back to you.
Oh,
Good
he's such a good boy.
Oh.
He like drops it in front of you and like sits back.
Oh my god.
I made him myself. This was the first thing that I've made without the help of anybody.
Oh
so
my god.
I'm pretty proud.
This is amazing. And then I just sit down on the floor and forget about everything that's happened.
Asher, how was this soiree?
Oh shit. Yes. I'm on a mission.
Oh,
Calathir sent me. I was supposed to get you.
yeah. Where is
something-
everybody else?
Well, something kind of went down.
Good down?
Maybe.
Oh,
So, long story short, there was a fight, but it's okay because it was supposed to be a fight. It was a fight that everybody wanted to fight. And then
and you can see I am like,
I want to fight.
yeah. So and everybody was watching the fight and they were putting money on the fight and it was all.
oh,
it
it was like a betting sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And now Arkmir's dead. Not dead, but I don't know what happened. He was in the fight. He got this weapon. It became all glowy. His eyes became all glowy. He let out this giant scream like a harpy.
And now
then
he's dead?
Everybody was like, "Oh, my head!" Oh, and then he dropped. I thought he dropped dead. Turns out Calathir just made him go to sleep.
Oh, so he's
now
not dead.
He's not dead. He's just
Okay.
having a nap.
Why didn't he have a nap here?
Because we had to like break him out. To go
Oh,
in.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you need something from me? Like, should I carry him back while he's sleeping, or?
Yeah, Calathir sent me because he knows that you guys are like
Oh, so he needs
BFFs,
me.
best friends forever.
Oh well,
Yeah, so you-
I mean, and I
you
look
should-
at the little. Well, yes,
Little
Arkmir and
one
I have
only-
gotten pretty close.
Yeah. Only if little one can come though.
Oh, he as long as he's invited, he will certainly come.
Okay, of course he's invited. He's
All
invited
right.
to everything. there
Little
ever
one,
will be.
this is your first time walking the streets of Schema. It's a little scary out there, but we've talked about this in the past. Just stay close, be a good boy, and we'll get through this. Okay. All right,
I love
well,
it.
please take me to where Arkmir is having a nap.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Does he need help on the stairs? Do you need help on the stairs?
Oh,
You good?
I'm sure he's capable.
So,
I
as you-
created him myself.
Also, probably weighs.
As you start to,
Oh yeah, he's like as big as me.
as you start to make your way back out
Yeah,
through the door
me
to
too.
the staircase,
Electricity.
as you get to the stairs, and as Big One goes down a couple of steps, you see actually like his hind legs get shorter. Like they almost go inside. Like there's like a
my
distance.
God.
Like he goes forward with like his front legs, and his hind legs just fall.
So he remains
And
level.
I'm just like a proud father
Oh.
seeing my son walk for the first time. Oh, that's a
Good
good boy.
boy.
Oh, very good.
You make your way down, and you can see at this point that there's some sort of commotion going on. There's a lot of people looking off the balcony, looking to see what's happening downstairs. Meanwhile,
Interesting.
You didn't hear anything?
No.
Interesting. Would have thought with, all this, you would have heard. Anyways.
Calathir, Hyman, what are you all doing downstairs?
So while she was going up, I would have just been trying to, at least for now, take a couple of the weapons that he has on him just off to and kind of giving them to you, almost
One knife?
laying them beside you.
Two knives?
Well,
you're
yeah.
just
Just like, I know you're kind of like out of it, but just like,
I'm completely lost.
I feel like these are safe with you for now.
We're both at 1 health.
Yeah. As weak as you are, I feel like you could take on an army. So,
He's alive.
Where the hell is Astra?
she went to go get the big one.
Why is taking her so long?
I'm not sure.
Should we carry the lad? If you give me a hand, maybe we can.
I think you're in no shape to do that, and I don't think I
No.
can carry him. Perhaps if the big one comes down, maybe he can help out as well. I think we need to get. Him back to the room and see if he's all right. Cassandra,
We all had a very long day. We need some rest.
definitely. Cassandra, we're going to look to retire to the room assigned to us. We're going to take Arkmir with us and make sure he's all right. Is there anything you need from us this evening? I know this isn't exactly how things maybe were expected to turn out.
No, just make sure he stays inside. If something untoward happens, you have to deal with him. Keep him off the.
A little bit.
Keep him off the. Keep it quiet as much as possible.
And I just kind of like walk up just a little bit closer to her, so I'm not really like kind of, because I don't know how close she was, but if we were kind of like talking across the courtyard there or something, and just also mention, I know that over at dinner, I think Tymond and the others, Nihilus and who was it? Jave? I don't remember his name. Which one was the one? Pollock was the one.
was the one I put.
I
Clocked him.
know there were an exchange of words and perhaps some fists. I just want to make sure that there's no further bad blood between us. I just hope that both sides can let this go. I don't want this to go any further. Let them know that if
I'll keep an eye on them. I'll make sure someone keeps an eye on them.
Sure. Okay. And, yeah, pretty much just gonna go over and, I guess I'm just gonna kind of like, see if I notice any, I know he's sleeping, but see if there's anything else different about him that I notice. Yeah. I take off his shirt.
Gets right in his face.
Yeah.
Should check his pupils, open up his eyelids.
Yeah, just peek at his eyes. Are they still glowing?
Like, are you just trying
Is it
to,
though?
like, what are you trying to gauge exactly? Like,
Well, see, like, so because he was acting so different. Well, yeah, I actually will. Like, I'm gonna just check his eyes. Are they still glowing?
make a medicine check.
Medicine. Oh, I got good medicine. 14.
You look down and like you start investigating just his face and his eyes. You like peel open his eyelids for a bit, and they seem normal.
Okay. I saw him basically manifest these almost like spectral weapons. I don't know if it's spectral, but like some kind of like energetic forms of weapons in his hands. Do his hands look any different? Does he have any marks? Any symbols or anything that just showed up?
Oh, do you have any marks? Are there any symbols that just showed up?
Nope. Hey, Arkmir. While you're sleeping. Okay, so there's not like no real physical difference from what I can tell. Okay, that's pretty much what I would have just spent the time doing, and just kind of.
You did notice that his glasses fell off.
Oh, then I go find them.
They were part of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to find them. I don't know if they're easily spottable.
You can spot
Alright.
them. They're just in,
I
like,
clean
the
them off
ring
and
where
put them
you-
in a pocket.
Oh, dear.
Those are his now too.
Getting everything taken away from
Yeah.
Is the lad okay?
I'm not sure. Whatever happened, I think we're gonna have to wait until he wakes up and have a conversation with him. From what I can tell, there's no physical difference to him. So I'm not sure if what came over him.
Did you just put him to sleep or did you kill him?
I simply put him to sleep.
He asked
He
so
was
calmly.
pretty banged up when.
He was.
He does look pretty
is still,
banged up.
He is still quite banged up.
Such a good way of
I think
asking.
for now, until we kind of find out what's going on, it's probably best that he stays that way.
Is he asleep
Alright.
or is he dead?
I killed him.
Should we tie him or restrain him now?
I don't think that's necessary, and I don't want him to wake up in a restrained place and have that effect. I mean, for the past couple days, we've trusted him. I think we can continue that trust for now. And should he try to do something again, then I'll simply put him to slumber.
Alright. Where the hell is Astra?
It's at this moment
Yeah.
that you see, like, coming downstairs, the big one in the lead, and there's a small mechanical robotic dog walking behind him, and Astra.
By the way, I've been
That's
leaving
rough.
a trail of water everywhere I go, and my shoes squeak when I walk. 'Cause I'm still all just sopping wet.
Astra, look out! There's something behind you!
Huh? You mean
There!
little one?
Let me explain. I mean, if it's...
I get my gun.
No! No!
Please don't be afraid. If it's okay with you, we have a... This is my best friend. Please lower your weapon. Oh my god, Timon, you...
I stand in front of
I'm gonna
him.
cast Cure Wounds on you.
I guess my eye de-swells a little bit. I can see again.
Goes back into the socket.
For 10 points.
Nice. All right.
Oh, this must be the result of the fight that, and I look down at my friend. What has
So-
happened
Also
here?
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions. I particularly have a lot of questions about this one, and I'm pointing at
Oh,
the little one.
um,
Before we get there,
oh,
though,
okay.
as you can see, Arkmir is, unconscious at the moment.
Certainly.
I've put him to sleep. I don't know if Astra filled you in much, but
I told him everything.
It was a little confusing, but she did a phenomenal job explaining what happened.
to keep it short, something came over Arkmir that put him in a state of mind that did not seem to be his own. He seemed to be in some sort of bloodlust, attacking Eridok.
Interesting.
I've put him to sleep for now. It won't last too long. I think our best bet here is to get him up to the room,
Certainly.
and wake him up and see what he has to say.
That's literally what I said, word for word.
Sure. I mean, I can probably carry him there, and we can at least get him out of the street. I've never heard of anything. I mean, I haven't known him very long, but in the time that I haven't seen anything of the sort. Yes, I think we should probably get him back to where we were staying for the evening.
Okay. Let's go about doing that. Timon,
And I'll
can you
scoop
help me
him
with
up like a
the-
little
the
baby.
weapons and stuff here?
Arkmir's just...
Oh, I already like.
Okay, you've been-
I already
okay.
put them all. You see like daggers all around my belt.
Yeah.
Like there's like a sword next to the rifle. Still carrying my gun.
Cool.
Yes,
I guess
scoop 'em up.
yeah. Head back up to the room.
And start making your way up.
Little one, come on.
Now, technically, the sleep spell isn't like a magical sleep. You're just normally asleep. You might wake up.
You're pretty
but
hurt.
I was gonna ask, just like, how long is this
Yeah, but
spell
I'm
last
not
for?
awake.
I got him like a little
The
baby.
spell lasts for like a long time, I think, right? Or does
So,
it last for?
It doesn't last very long.
It's like a battle.
So like it would not be very like you. So you do get it is magical sleep, but you
But
would
someone else can take an
theoretically-
action to just like shake them awake.
Yes.
So if someone can be shaken awake, then they'll
Yes.
probably wake up when a giant
Yes.
elephant picks them
but
up.
you're on my...
It would be nice.
I'm
It's
very...
only-
like,
you're magically
It's very
put to
just-
sleep, but then you're basically then just normally asleep thereafter.
so you might wake up, but I do pick you up, and I'll
Yeah.
Right.
very carefully.
Just roll like a Constitution saving throw with advantage because
Yeah.
it's
roll that
With
saving
advantage.
throws. Yeah.
Or actually make it a wisdom. Wisdom's
Why do you have to make it wisdom?
If he starts to wake up, just squeeze really hard and knock him. He's only at 1 health.
That's our version of the sleeper hold.
That's a 3. That's a 3, and that's a 13.
You start to come to as like you're in the big one's arms. Like as he picks you up, you start to come to, and you have a splitting headache.
Do I notice him waking up?
Yeah, you can
Oh,
say that. Where is your trunk in this picture? For fan arts.
It's like tossed back like a tie. Like
I
on the
would
shoulder.
I'd put it around his feet probably. So I'm like, or maybe I'm cradling with him. I don't
Yeah, maybe
know.
it's
No,
not
it's probably
necessary.
just off to the side by his feet.
The trunk is just like
Yeah,
caressing
just
my
yeah,
face.
just no. Just be carrying you a little bit.
You start to come to.
Arthmere, please don't be alarmed. Something happened, and I just want to make sure that you're okay. And I'm just taking you back to the apartment we are staying at.
The last thing you remember is you were fighting, and you took a really bad blow, and you fell unconscious.
Right.
You don't remember anything after that.
Like, oh, fuck. Did I lose?
I actually wasn't there, but I was told to come help you get back to our place safely. From what I heard, and I'll kind of lie, from what I hear, you certainly won.
You did a great job, buddy.
Like, how? Really?
Certainly.
I imagine I'm just like I'm really hurt right now.
You're
Right?
pretty badly hurt. Your body is sore. There's a few nicks and cuts, but nothing like fatal, obviously, because you were not trying to kill each other in the fight.
Yeah.
Your head is killing you.
Okay.
But you can barely open your eyes without bad the migraine is, essentially.
I need to rest so badly.
Certainly. We'll get you back there shortly.
Before Tywin follows, he's gonna go over to Ken and kick him awake. Like, wake up, you little wimp!
As you were walking up, you noticed that his eye was open, and he closed it. He's just pretending to be like knocked out.
Wake up! And I give him a little kick.
Hello.
You know me.
Who are you? Who am I?
Oh no.
Who's this hammer?
Oh, I don't know.
I kick him stronger.
Ow! What do you want? And he like gets up on his knees and climbs back up, stands up straight, dusts off his coat a little bit. Yes, what do you want?
I'm here to collect my the money we bet. Cause
What money?
Don't you play the smart ass on me.
Sure. Who won the fight?
No one won the fight.
I mean... And he looks around. He sees Aradox still standing and Arthur being carried away. I mean...
You certainly won.
Aradox just talking with Julius over on the side. I mean...
Aradoc, did you win the fight?
He looks at you and just continues talking. He's kind of busy talking to Julius right now.
See, he didn't say they did. So, come on.
Oh, I just fell unconscious. I was just taking a nap. I was just taking a short nap at the end of the fight. I just missed the ending. But it's clear, just looking at the situation, who won. I'm going to have to go and give the winnings to the people who bet on Aradoc. There's no funny business here. It's all perfectly legit.
I hate this guy.
Kenneth. It's Kenneth?
Kennel.
Is it Kenneth?
Sure. Why not?
Kenneth, you don't know, like you fell asleep or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
What happened was that something weird happened with Arkmir, and he was put to sleep so that he wouldn't hurt anyone or get hurt. So technically, the fight didn't end.
Yeah, but see, you can tell that to the people who bet on Aerodok, who are gonna come after me. And he actually is looking at you like stone cold at this point. If you want, I can get you a full list. I think it was that guy up there. I think that guy, Julius bet on him. They're all gonna come to collect. I'm gonna have to pay them. Unless you can convince every single one, and there were a lot, because let's just be frank, Aerodok is one of the best fighters that in this here establishment. I need to pay them for the winnings. I'm sorry. A loss is a loss. You should take the winnings. And on that note, he just turns around and starts walking away.
Rats. I go turn around and I go find my friends.
Add his name to your list.
Not Arya.
You catch up with them as they're halfway up the stairs, up to the second and third floor. You all make your way to the third floor apartment, number 301. You enter, and it's a sparse apartment. There's not much furniture inside of it. You can see the entire living space is empty. And
It's a mess,
the
though.
first thing that you notice immediately is that the living space is dark. There's no lights. There's no lighting of any sort. There was a small candle that's been set up in the kitchen area. And as you can smell just like grease and oil and like all sorts of strange scents and fumes coming from the
Smells
kitchen.
Wonderful.
Sexy.
Yeah.
But the living room and there's like a small attached room on the right side that they're all fairly empty. There's a window across from where you enter, and you can look out, and it's just pitch black darkness.
So bright in here. Why don't we set? Is there a chair or?
There is no furniture.
I will take.
Oh, there's
over-
absolutely
There's
no.
I'll take him
absolutely no
over
furniture.
where I set up my bedroll, and I'll just kind of, for right now, just like lay him down in it so he can kind of situate himself. Yeah.
At least as far as I can remember, unless I said there was furniture.
Oh, I
last
don't-
time, and
no,
I
no,
I think the only thing
I
you
don't
said
think
was
so.
there was just like
I think there might have been like
counter.
an old couch
Kitchen
or something
counter or
that
something.
maybe-
I don't even think there was
In the
a
kitchen,
couch,
there
yeah.
definitely is like a cabinet, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
kitchen
sure.
setup.
Yeah, I had set my bedroll up like kind of
Yeah, I
close to the
remember you saying
kitchen,
that.
so for now I'll just leave you down there while you get settled.
I'm gonna go over to. Cause you're probably just kind of like sitting down or leaning on the floor. Just kind of go over and pull out your glasses. Put them on your face.
Someone's taking care of me, so.
Yeah. Akko, how are you
Thank
feeling?
To be honest, I don't. Just, it hurts. I don't know what happened. And Big One's telling me I won, but
yes, he won from.
Aerodok looked in better shape.
We'll get to that. What do you remember then?
Honestly, the last thing is probably Aerodok. I'm sure everyone saw it, just taking me down.
Interesting. Well, the fight didn't exactly end there. It appears you may have blacked out, but you kept fighting.
What do you mean?
And I'm not entirely sure, but something came over you. It appeared your eyes went purple. Your eyes went purple. You were able to manifest what appeared like magical weapons. And you were almost feral. You were on all fours and screaming. Is that familiar to you at all?
No. No.
Oh, boy. Has this happened before?
It's never been like this.
Well,
What did I do? Is everyone all right?
well,
I mean, you killed 4 kids.
Killed 4 kids.
all the children.
Well, I've got an idea. You tell the story of what happened. I'm gonna disguise myself to look like Arkmir with the glowy eyes, and then use thaumaturgy to make it look like I've got like the glowy weapons and stuff. Then you tell the story, and I'm gonna like reenact it.
Sure. I'm not going to go maybe moment by moment like that, but
Come on.
I mean, when whatever happened, it did appear that Eridok, at least from the fight, believed to have knocked you unconscious, or at least knocked you to a state of defeat. But you appeared to get back up, and when you did, you let out quite a wailing scream.
Do it.
And not, yeah.
Do it.
I'm not doing it. Astra does it.
And whatever it was,
Just like
it wasn't just something that was unexpected. It actually seemed to affect everyone. Their minds were rattled. Everyone appeared to be affected by it. It appeared to hurt those nearby. Luckily, I think everyone will be all right. But thereafter, you effectively just went into a craze of attacking Eridok until I put you to sleep.
I'm going around like.
Oh boy.
fuck.
Timon is going to grab the blade from his back, and is it still glowing?
Which one?
The moon.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
This weapon, you were using it during the fight. We saw you pull it out. Now, Eridok claimed it's purely just like a memento or
Yeah, like
a
things-
keepsake. I have no idea if that is something that may have triggered this, but you appear to be somewhat familiar with maybe what happened.
Can I inspect the blade to see, like, well, the origin of it or the?
Make a like your proficiency, like blacksmithing supplies or blacksmithing tools.
Yeah.
Proficiency.
Just a D20 plus your dex and your proficiency.
It should be plus your dex plus proficiency.
Yeah.
No, with a natural 2.
No. I feel like a fucking
You
six
don't
total.
really. Maybe it's the glowy light. Like it's hard to even see through to like the metal. It's just got this like strange glow to it. That
Plus
you
your
can see
eyes
some
are
runes
low.
on it though. There's
Yeah.
some runes like in Elvish carved along that you can't tell what they mean.
Guess my eye is still a little bit busted from the
Yeah, possible.
from the mall.
Sorry, what did you ask me?
I
What's that?
just said that it seemed like you were somewhat familiar with what happened. You don't seem too surprised by what we're telling you.
I can tell you, lad, that everybody downstairs was a bit scared, even Ardok, to a certain extent, and they were ready. They were ready to jump you. They had
Yes.
weapons drawn. So
You just have to understand. I don't know what happened. You're telling me this, and it's nothing's registering. I'm really confused. And as at that point, I'm gonna also just use like psychic whispers, and specifically with Calthea here, and you'll just hear me talking. You can actually with psychic whispers, I can communicate telepathically with you, and vice versa.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
This ain't no rogue.
And You just hear Arkmir's like, I really don't know what's going on, and I'm scared.
You just hear this voice in your head without his lips moving.
What does it sound like?
So, okay, with my like passive wisdom and intelligence, do you think that I would be able to kind of like really quickly deduce what he's doing and know without like reacting oddly to be able to respond?
Get
I
out
think
of my head!
The most emotional response from Calvin ever
I think
got.
it would be hard to have like at least no physical reaction, like
Okay.
at least like a sense of surprise
Okay.
or like a shock or something.
Sure.
But I think you'll understand that how like spells like this work. Like there's probably people in where you're from who have the ability to cast like spells where you can communicate
Sure.
over long distances, or like you know these spells exist, right? Like you've done it before, theoretically, probably.
Okay. So there will be a little bit almost of like a kind of a startle. Right after I had said that and you did that. I'm not going to respond back because I don't quite maybe know how to do that yet. But what I'm going to just say is, you know what? For now, we're asking a lot of questions. You're clearly very tired. You're not in great physical shape. I think we need to just take the night here and reconvene in the morning and figure out what to do from here.
Certainly, Arkmir could use some rest.
Definitely. Now, I know that the rest of you are probably quite tired.
Yes.
I don't really need to sleep here. I will stay. I'll stay up for the next little while the rest of you get sleep, just to make sure everything's all right and you can all get your sleep uninterrupted. And when you awake, then and you're feeling a little bit better, I'll take some time to myself to meditate.
If you don't mind.
Oh, not at all.
And you'll just see a fairly large metal dog come up and lick you with a metal tongue. It might feel good.
It's like a backhand slap.
Yeah, knocks him out.
Now I'm out. That was one
Yeah.
damage. Make a saving throw.
Yeah. Just comes over.
Or death saving throw. I should say.
Yeah.
Kaltir, come here.
Yes.
And I kind of pull you like
To
to a
another
corner.
room.
Like, do you think it's safe to return his whip, or should I keep it?
Oh, I don't think he's going to need them while he's sleeping. Perhaps just anywhere in here is fine. I honestly don't think he's a threat to us right now. I don't think we need to keep them from him, so we can just put them off to the side here, and once he's done resting, he can reclaim them.
You keep an eye on him, right?
I have an eye on everyone.
All right, I trust you. So I draw the sword back, draw the dagger, and whatever else you had.
Just like
Climb.
Yeah, Arthur had like 37 weapons. I don't know, we didn't know.
Maybe had at least like a rapier, or like a dagger,
Dagger.
a couple of
Yeah.
daggers.
Rapier.
They got a
Dagger.
short bow.
We probably even had a couple we didn't find.
All right. So I grabbed them all.
I'm just lying on the
Yeah,
side
yeah,
of you.
it's- yeah. Anywhere on the floor here is fine.
Clang, clang,
Just like drop from waist height. Just.
Are you all right, lad?
I've
Do you feel?
been better.
Do you feel an urge to attack or anything? Just asking for a friend.
Check his pupils.
His pupils are just pitch
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm not gonna say it. You're gonna fall right next.
Kalthir, Arkmir's in my bedroll. I was wondering, do you perhaps have another one? It's okay if you don't. I can certainly sleep on the ground.
Well, I don't sleep.
Oh,
so
that's okay.
I have this mat, but it really doesn't provide
That's
much.
okay. Follow up. My best friend here, he
Yes.
can stay up with you and keep you company should you wish.
Sure.
Oh, he's a very good boy.
Just imagine that.
I made him myself, so he will listen.
Oh, yeah.
He will listen to everything you say. Yeah. And you can talk to him all night if you wish. He's a very good listener.
Question. What's our stuff? So like, Diamond has a backpack with like a bedroll and a bunch of stuff.
I assume you have all that stuff with you.
Okay. So I guess big one. What you see is right next to the door, to the entrance door, is a dwarf-sized bedroll.
Are you already asleep?
I am asleep on
Then
the
I
floor.
won't do anything with it. I will just pick a spot on the ground. You be a good boy. Again, thank you, Kelthir, for watching over while we get some much needed rest.
I'll stay up with you for
You
a
won't
little
use
bit.
any of the
I mean-
unused bedroll?
That's,
I can't
if
ask
you want
permission.
to. I
Oh.
believe you all need sleep.
I'm like 9 feet tall.
Sleep, so
Do you want to cuddle with?
Just for a little bit.
I only take up like 4 feet of that.
I guess it is a large one. No, you get all the bedroll you need, and I'll just pick a spot and just. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit next to Kelthir and petting little one.
Just scraping your hand over like
Yeah.
bent metal.
Yeah. If I have any rings on,
Yeah.
it's like screech, screech. Kelthir, they're sleeping. Kelthir, tell me about your family.
Oh no.
Well, I don't have much family. I mean, I did at one point, but I don't really remember much. Pretty much been alone most of my life.
What happened to your family?
I don't know. As long as I can remember, it's been just me.
You don't remember like your mom?
I mean, very vague remembrances of her, but it's been so long.
What was she like?
I don't know what to tell you. I assume motherly.
Was she all like, like
I don't. Do you mean glasses like you?
no, like
I'm not entirely sure what you're getting at.
Okay. Like, was she like part owl? Like,
I'm sure she was not.
okay. Just interesting. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I don't think so. If I do, I don't know about them.
So, like, what have you been? I just don't understand. Like, what have you been doing all these years?
A few hours later.
Just
fully
wandering
rested.
around, learning new things.
Interesting. Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Whoa.
No.
I'm not interested.
Now's your chance.
Thousands. Also, while we're conversing, I would have pulled out from my bag basically like a little sewer's kit.
Oh.
And I would have started, because like through the fights and stuff and just the traveling that we've had, there's probably been like some tears and scuffs in some of my clothing. So I've just kind of been like taking pieces and I'm just mending them, fixing them as we're talking.
Cute. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit the hay. Good night, buddy.
Good night. Have a good sleep.
You're left alone in the darkness with
Not alone.
Yeah, the little
the dog
Tell
just
me
sitting beside you.
001.
He just like sits down right beside you.
Yeah.
Keeps looking around with his head.
I wouldn't really have said anything to the little one. I probably would have taken a little bit of time just kind of like inspecting it and looking it over, just trying to understand what the heck I'm looking at because I still don't understand the constructs. Definitely just kind of like,
Take notes.
okay, there's some sort of green source in the middle, all purely metal. Other than that, just kind of writing things down, mending my attire, and just waiting until the others wake up.
So how long are you waiting? How long of a watch are you taking?
So, well, I forget how long we do, because like
the
before we
way
used
that
to do
we're
like
gonna-
12 hours.
Yes, the way that we're going to do it is we're essentially going to make it so there's 3 watches every
Yeah,
night.
sure.
Right? At least one person
Mhm.
needs to be able to like be on watch, ideally.
Sure.
But everybody except for you
Mhm.
can be awake for one of those 3 watches. You can be awake for 2 of those 3
Correct.
watches. That's it.
Yeah.
That's how we're
Yeah.
Well, that was my. I was planning to be awake for 2 straight
and then
consecutive
one of us
watches.
would get up.
Then
At
at least
somebody
something
else, like
Yeah.
other people would
Yeah.
you would wake up someone at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I would just be up for that 2 period and then wake somebody up. Who
Who do you wake up?
I'm going to wake up.
You've had enough rest. Sizer. Purple again. No, sleep. Not done yet.
I'm gonna wake up the big one.
Okay. So this has been 2 cycles though, right? So I do get my long rest?
The long rest happens at the end of
The whole thing? Okay, gotcha.
Where people, like, you have done no strenuous activities
Sure, yep.
during that period. Even for you, your long rest is still 8 hours,
Yeah.
but you just can
Sure.
keep watch for 2 of those.
Sure.
Like, so,
Sure. Whatever the DM rules.
Yeah, no, it's
I
fine.
mean, that's, yes.
Yep.
Sure.
So, all right,
Yep.
so then we're at that moment where I can
Yes.
wake him up?
The first few hours have been fairly uneventful. It's been dark, like pitch black. There's been like no moonlight
It's not
coming
really
in
that
from the
dark.
outside. It hasn't seemed dark to you, but it has been dark, and the candle
Sure.
has gone out.
Yeah.
And you go to wake up. The big one.
Okay, I'm just gonna go over and kind of shake him awake.
Shaking my
Oh, hello.
I believe, hopefully you got enough rest.
I feel pretty good, thank you.
Okay, I'm not sure when exactly the others will wake up, but
If you need some rest, I can certainly watch.
again, I don't really need sleep, but I do want to take some time to meditate.
Certainly.
So I'm sure the others will be up shortly.
No worries.
But all right. Well, should anything happen, feel
I
free
got-
to snap me out of it.
For sure.
Still roughly about like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Sure.
In the morning.
Yeah.
And I will just kind of go over to I don't know exactly what the layout is like, but sitting somewhere kind of probably where he was sleeping, and just kind of sit down, cross my legs, and begin meditating.
Yeah. And I will get up. I will light the little candle, just a single flame. Just the little one. Not the little one. Just a little flame. Yeah, so this is my new little friend. And I will very quietly get out my little cup. I'll make a cup of tea very quietly. As quiet.
You're in the kitchen.
Yeah,
right?
I'm right beside the kitchen, so. As quietly as the big
Are you
one
trying
thinks
to
is
keep the
quiet.
candle in the kitchen, or are you?
Yeah, it'll be near me. It'll be near me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just kind of bring it over with me to the counter, quickly make a little tea. Just kind of, I won't sit, I'll stand, and I'll just, with the little ones there, I'll just keep quiet, they're trying to sleep. You know, I've been thinking about it. We should probably give you a proper name at some point. But for now, let's let the rest of these folks sleep.
Just imagine his tail wagging. It's like,
Yeah. No, he knows to be quiet. He's a good boy.
About half an hour or so into your watch, as your candle's starting to get low.
Yep.
Time it. You were tired and you fell asleep and you collapsed in a heap of fatigue and just sort of like trying to numb the feelings that you've been dealing with for the rest of the day, and trying to numb them first with alcohol and then with pain. You find yourself waking up in the middle of the night. Just can't get back to sleep. You're just maybe you were having a dream about something. You can't recall what. Something just woke you up. You're feeling better. It hurts a little less. As you're lying there with like thoughts running through your head of just like how far you've come, traveled for weeks, only to find a dead end, only to find no hope of getting any closer to finding Anya. What was the point? Was this all even worth it? You don't understand. There's a loud noise outside and a bright red flash that lights up the entire chamber around you.
Oh boy.
Am I the only one seeing this?
I would see it.
The big one would notice it,
Yeah.
but you're in like darkness,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden there's just this flash of red light. all
Who
around.
said it was fine?
I immediately grab my hammer and I stand into like a defensive position.
Big one. You also notice, and you see Timon.
Can I actually see Timon? I have no dark vision.
You can't see Timon. I think you hear Timon coming too. Like you hear like him standing
Yeah.
up. You hear him like pick up stuff.
Yeah.
You hear movement outside. Your hearing and your sense of
Yeah.
smell are really good. So
Oh, that must be Timon.
Who's there? Who's there?
It's okay, friend. It's just me.
as you look outside the window, you can see off in the distance, fairly close, closer than you've ever been to one before, like a very dark cloud. Very dark.
Big one.
Yes.
Big one.
Yes, I'm here.
Did you see it?
Well, I mean, I saw a flash of red, but
And the thunder.
I've seen and heard these before.
It's so close.
Yes, it seems like where we are in Ward 8 is certainly pushing the boundary of where these storms are. I mean, Lenda did mention that,
And I'm starting to speak louder because I don't know what whispering is.
You're looking out and you see another flash of lightning.
Oh my
And it's fast. It's faster than any like normal lightning. It almost just like happens instantly, and then it leaves like a lingering effect. For a brief second, it seems so unnatural. You swear there's got to be your eyes playing a trick on you. Leaves a brief after effect and then fades away.
Did you see that?
So, as I mentioned, Lenda said that the storms do get
I
very...
need to know. And I run out of the door.
You
Okay,
run out
I'm not
of
going to let him run past the door because I'm near the door. So I will try and stop him.
make opposed strength checks.
Ooh.
We'll do a nice strength check.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah, that was like a natural 18 plus 4.
Yep.
That's 22.
He just barges past you. It's too hard to stop. He like slams open the door and runs out into the hallway. You follow?
No. I will go over to Calthier first. And
Calthier,
Are we all awake?
I don't think so.
All of you.
Yeah. I will.
I'm really sorry to disturb you, but Timon just left.
Calthier, in your meditative stance, you can still see those constellation-y shapes. You saw the three that you're used to seeing. And then for a brief moment, you saw one of them turn red.
Would I be able to deduce which one it was?
Yes, it was the shorter, squatter one of the three shapes.
Right. Okay.
And then you saw that shape run
Can
away.
I?
Yes.
Okay, so as soon as you like start to shake me and start explaining it, I'm just like, where did Timon go?
How did... I'm not sure. There was a flash of lightning, I'm assuming, and he just said he needed to know. Similar to that one.
Another flash, the room goes red around you for a moment.
Right.
It seems we, as Lenda mentioned, are very close to these storms.
Right. I mean, we don't really understand what these things are. Neither does he. I'm gonna go over to the door. Can I see him?
Where did you go? Are you going down? Are you going up? Are
Yeah.
you going off the balcony? What are you doing? Like,
So, question, DM.
Yes.
The window that the apartment had, was it towards the courtyard or to the outside?
no, it was towards the outside.
Towards the outside.
So the window was facing due southeastward-ish. So like the apartment is kind of like a U shape. Your apartment was like down here. So the courtyard, you would have to go like all the way down and then like all the way around to get to outside where you could see it. You know?
I see.
Or you could go to the roof.
So
you
I'll
gather that there's a roof.
So I go up to the roof.
So as you turn around, you can see him just looking about a little bit. Like he stops to think for a bit and then rushes to the stairs nearby.
Okay. For really quickly, do I see anybody else out here?
Make a perception check.
Try this one. That was quite the roll. 18.
You cursorily glance around. It's late,
Mhm.
and it's dark, but darkness doesn't bother you that much. You notice kind of around the lip, like around one of the edge of the balcony,
Right.
there's somebody who's standing there.
Danny.
Are they reacting at all to this lightning and thunder? Or do they just
They're
kinda,
a bit
just
far
chill
away.
in there?
They're far away for you to tell with anything.
Okay, sure.
You just notice a figure.
There is somebody over there. I don't know
There's
what they're
somebody
doing.
over there,
Okay.
but
Is it
that's
to
the
the-
opposite direction from where you.
Oh, dumb.
Is it the opposite direction?
It's
that
the opposite
I'm
direction to where it's happening.
Okay. Well, it's light, and I don't want to attract unwanted attention at the moment, so I'm not going to shout to you. I'm just going to try to catch up to him.
Should I stay here? I'm not sure we should leave.
Yes, stay here.
Okay.
Just
Scream if you need anything.
sure.
Should the little one be with you?
Keep him safe with you for now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll close the door behind you.
chasing after Tymond.
As you get up to the 5th floor, you notice there's like a wrought iron gate. It's closed and locked.
It's locked.
Rats.
I'll blast it. I get my hammer and I go
Make
towards the lock.
make an attack against the door.
As I see you
I
pulling
mean-
out your hammer, like as you're going to swing, be like, Tymond, what are you doing?
I don't stop. I just hit the lock.
Everybody in the party's going crazy. I'm gonna have to kill you all.
Like the parent looking after all of us.
That's 12.
That 12 is enough to hit a door. Roll damage.
Technically, just the lock.
Yeah, roll damage against it. It's a metal door, though. Like it's a wrought iron, like metal lock. So,
Oh, I thought it was like a padlock.
no, it's like,
Oh.
it's
Oh,
like
okay,
part of the
okay,
door
okay,
frame
okay.
itself.
Okay.
You have to like hit it hard enough for the bolt to kind of snap.
That's a. Oh, sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. That's a 7.
I'm assuming you don't have your shield out. Like you're probably two-handing it, so it probably would be like a bigger die, right?
Oh yes. Sorry.
D10,
I
man.
guess.
Yeah.
Plus
yeah,
4. Just work through them.
But your thing is like weird though, because you get a bigger modifier on your one hand.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
6.
It's
one.
6 damage.
So you take your hammer and you slam it against the lock. A loud, like metallic, like ringing noise echoes around the entire complex. It looks damaged, but it's still locked. It's still standing there. You see him do
yeah.
this.
Am I able
Think
to?
you catch up just as I am finishing the first hit?
Yeah.
Right.
Probably.
What exactly is your goal here? What are you doing?
I need to know. I need to go up to the roof. I need to see the storm.
Okay, so I know before, like I know it's just Astra there, but we weren't able to see it, and she wasn't either, from the courtyard and from this area. Can we still not see it, or is it like above
It's not
us?
directly above.
Oh, okay.
It's off in the distance,
Right.
but not a very far distance.
Right. So then I'm just gonna say, I understand that you want to see this thing, but do you really want to damage the property of our hosts who took us in here?
I hit the door again.
I guess I got my answer.
Literally.
Yeah, that's a 18.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
That's another 9 points of damage.
With that swing, like the lock, like the chamber smashes, the door kind of like creaks open. Very loud clanging noises. You see like one of the people who lives in like 508 opens their door and looks out at you. It's just this like old man who's kind of trying to figure out what's going on.
Sorry, sir. And then, Kaltir, come with me. And I
As
run
I
up.
was walking by, I'm just gonna also go back to bed. Everything's fine here.
Sleep.
Yes. I have the spells.
The old man just falls.
He's like knocks unconscious.
As you climb up onto the rooftop, you don't see anybody else around, but you do see off in the southeastern direction a very big dark cloud, and occasionally these bolts of red lightning blasting down from it. And you can look out in the distance and you can see like the ring, the fence. Definitely on this side of the fence.
Wait, the cloud is on this side of.
What Glenda told us that.
The lightning
Yeah.
strikes.
Yeah.
The lightning
It goes
does
into
strike
one corner
on
board
this
eight.
side. And
So, yeah.
you see it too. This is your first time actually.
Right,
Asher
right
wakes
there.
up. Wait.
In action,
Just-
essentially. There's just this thick black cloud of dark energy.
Right.
Something. And it's these lightning bolts. You've seen like normal rainstorms. Timon might not have, but you've seen normal rainstorm, normal lightning. It's not anything like this.
Right.
The bolts are too fast. They're too jagged. They stay visible longer. It's unnerving.
Do I see anything in the lingering light?
You're looking at.
I'm looking really, really attentively at the storm. Like I'm
Advantage.
like
Give him advantage.
like Kaltir is next to me, and I want him there because I like him. But I'm really just focused on this.
The highest perception he's ever had.
Make a perception with advantage.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh,
Roll again.
Yeah. What if you get better?
What if you get another natural 20?
11. With the natural 20, perception goes to 23.
You start to look, and at first there seems like there's no rhyme or reason. The lightning bolts are striking indiscriminately all around. You see, like, you look down to where the lightning bolts are hitting the ground, and you see pieces of rock almost like erupt out, and they start to float.
That's so fucking cool.
And then as the lightning bolt fades away, they like collapse to the ground.
Oh my god.
You look and you see this like strange distortion in the ground. It almost looks like a wave that's just moving through underneath it. It's unnerving. And as you're looking at it and down and you look up, you see there's a couple of flashes of lightning and a couple of the bolts come together. You swear that you recognize one of the shapes that they're
It's your
forming.
sister dancing.
Kaltir! There!
Do
You
I
see it?
Do I see it? Do I notice
Ultra
what it is?
perception.
Or like,
What are you pointing at?
yeah,
What does it look like?
I'm pointing at the shape that I recognize.
would I have noticed it? Like, I know it lasts.
So the
for, like-
lightning bolts are forming some sort of character?
like a runic
Hard
symbol
to
almost.
tell, almost.
Whatever it is, I don't know that shape.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
But you recognize the shape. You know exactly what character that is in Dorvish.
Melon.
Melon.
Yeah. I mean, it appears to be. It almost looks like some sort of shape, but I don't recognize it.
Kaldir, something. I need to go closer. I need to see.
I don't know if that's a good idea. You can see what it's doing to the ground over there.
I don't want to.
As you point down, there's another flash of lightning. In the red lightning flash, both of you can make out a cloaked figure on the ground walking towards the storm.
Walking towards it?
Is it? Sorry,
It's still
I'm not
like
there.
several, probably
Yeah.
400 or 500 yards away.
Okay, so like super
can
far
see
away, but we
somebody
can see
walking
somebody
down.
down there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There's
Do you
someone.
see him?
There's someone down there. Yes.
Let's go, Kaldir. Come with me.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Everyone here seems to be extremely afraid of these things. People disappear. You already know that. People age at extremely rapid rates. You already
And
know
people
that.
die. Yes.
Yeah.
You have to understand. My sole purpose of leaving my home was to come to find answers.
Right.
And while I rejoice at the opportunity of meeting new friends and helping out people, this is my purpose. Is there a way down?
Aside from jumping 5 stories,
It's
not
like a
really.
convenient fireman's pole.
I understand. This is something you've devoted yourself to. I get that. But if you just wanted to walk headfirst in one of these things, you could have done this weeks ago. There was nothing stopping you from your travels here doing that. You didn't want to do it then. Why risk it now? You should learn more about these things.
Because I see.
There's another flash of lightning, and you see the figure is now well within the storm.
Right.
Like,
I mean, there were
well
other
within any area where a
Yeah.
bolt could fall.
Yeah. There were other storms on the travels here. The device apparently kept them away. If you wanted to get to a storm, why stay near a device that keeps them away?
Technically, I was just going to rescue Nipnur.
Fair.
I keep looking at the like he's talking and I'm not looking at him. Like I'm looking at the figure in the storm. Rats, I need a
It's
way.
dark. And there's another flash of lightning. And you swear, you look in the vicinity of where the figure was, now there's nobody there.
Also, is the storm moving, or is it completely stationary right now?
It's relatively stationary. And as
Okay.
you look up at the clouds, you can see that, like, close to where you are, it is still forming, like, a line almost.
So there's
the
like a
cloud still
barrier
formed a
protection,
line.
right?
But
it's a lot
it
closer.
doesn't align to where the fence is
Yeah,
at all.
gotcha.
The fence is still, like, 2 kilometers out. The cloud is maybe, like, a kilometer out,
Mhm.
roughly.
Right.
I turn to Kaltir and I say, "Look, friend, I understand if you don't want to come, but I need to see this with my own eyes. I don't plan to kill myself, but I got to know." And I turn and I go down the stairs. And before I start climbing out, I turn back. But if you come with me, I'm not gonna forget that. And I go down.
As you're right after you say that, before you get like a chance to walk away, then I'm going to say, I will agree to go with you if you agree to keep your distance, even if we get a little bit closer. Don't walk onto that storm. Don't try to approach the lightning.
You have my word.
Do I trust them?
Make an insight check. And then you can roll either a deception check or just a random dice. And tell
21. Are you telling the truth?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
telling the truth.
He is a man of his word.
Okay. So if you start heading down, then I will start heading down, but make my way to 301 first. And just kind of walk in. And is it still only you up? Are they still sleeping at
I
this
closed the
point?
door behind you, so
Yeah.
yeah. I'm assuming it's still just me.
Unless you woke them up.
Nope.
Okay.
Or unless one of you woke up randomly. But there has been a lot of lightning happening, so you Maybe. Like, there's a chance if either of you wants to be awake for it, you can be.
I think I'm
Cold.
exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Passed
With everything
out.
going on.
Yeah. I don't know how long you stayed up as well.
Not long.
Not
just
long, okay.
like just when I was asking about your family. So
Yeah, just like a few hours.
6 hours.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
drilling, sleeping.
Okay, then I'm just gonna quickly pop in and be like, Timon wants to approach the storms.
Yeah, as I open the door, you'll notice that I have my hand, like my arm,
Sure.
like glowing and
Yeah.
ready.
Oh, Kelthier,
Yeah.
is everything
Yeah.
okay?
Yes, I think Timon wants to approach the storm and get a little bit closer.
I don't think that is wise.
I agree.
Lenda said specifically not to do that.
I mean, she also wants to harness its power, so I'm not entirely sure we trust everything they say.
Well,
says.
I start going out. She has a blueprint. And
Yeah, I understand that.
Oh, okay.
He's already on his way, so I need to go make sure that he doesn't do something stupid.
Should I follow? Should I come? Will you be okay?
If I quickly run over to the other side of the room and look out the window, can I see where we were looking?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best to make sure we don't get too close. I can't stop him
Okay.
at this point. You can see us from this window. You should be able to watch. I will. If something goes wrong, I will shoot out a bright light.
Okay, because I can't really see you in the dark.
You will
very
see
well.
a very bright
Okay.
light.
Okay, perfect.
Hopefully we'll be back soon.
Okay.
And then I go try to catch up to Timon. I don't know where he was going, but I know he was on his way down.
Good luck, friend.
You make your way down into the courtyard. Relatively empty. There's nobody really here. You see a few people just like lounging about, asleep out in the open. Either they want to sleep under the starlight or whatever.
Right.
There aren't really, even in the courtyard, there's no lights, there's no candles, there's nothing set up. It's pretty dark.
Right.
You make your way out the front entrance of the complex and start traveling around the building through the grass to get to the southeast side. That's probably a good spot to take a break.
No, I don't want to take a break.
Timon, are you gonna walk us to our death? Is that what's happening right now?
Like, I know you're going on vacation for like 3 weeks, but you're not supposed to just kill you and somebody else.
That's how we solved that problem.
We'll be right back.
All right, we'll be back in a minute, guys.
See you guys soon.
Ready.
Ready.
And welcome back. Pyman, you're the first one to crest the corner of the building out in the grasslands.
Yeah, I did not wait for Kaltir while he was talking to the rest of the party. I was
Stomping
just
through
booking.
the grass and the dirt almost at certain points. It's patchy. And you make your way around and you look out across the horizon. You can see the lightning and the dark clouds still. It seems to be like the cloud seems a little bit smaller. It seems to be almost fading away a little bit by the time you get there.
Oh no, it's fading away. So I speed up, and at this I also look to see if there's any figure or anybody else.
Yep. You take a cursory glance around. You look and you look back behind you where Kalthir is approaching, and Kalthir's still far away. But you can see him. Somehow. Farther. Strange. Farther than normal. You can still see him. He's quite far away than what you're used to being able to see.
Other than Kaltir, do I see anybody else?
No. But
Where's that cloaked figure? Can I make out where the limit of the storm is?
you're not under it yet. It would probably be like a solid 5-10 minute walk. Like it's still like 500-600 yards away.
But I see it kind of fading.
You do see it kind of like receding, like becoming smaller.
I book it. Like I run towards it because I don't want to miss my chance to see it from up close.
Kalthir, you're approaching. You're trying to keep pace, and you see time enough in the distance. Like stop for a little bit, look up, and then continue on. Look around and then continue on. Is there anything you want to do, or are you just following him?
I'm just trying to catch up to him. Yeah.
I think you like dwarves
little
are
stumpy.
like slower, so I think given enough
imagine
time,
you're
you
like-
will catch up there.
Right.
And probably just as you're getting close to where you think the limit of the storm might be, and that's about when Kalthir catches up to you.
Dwarves are great sprinters, not great at far distances.
What? I think we're getting pretty close at this point.
Aye.
As we've been running up, has it been like cracking down?
It's
like,
been in the distance, and now
Right.
it's fairly close. You can still see it off in the distance. There's these bolts of lightning,
right.
pretty big. They're leaving like large, like the chunks of ground that you were looking at from up above. Those are
Right.
probably like building sized
Oh,
chunks
shit.
My God.
of house sized chunks of rock that are floating
Oh,
up.
that's not what I was
Right.
thinking.
Yeah, I pictured like maybe like a couple
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Holy
Big.
shit. So like it's just
Each
rubble that
bolt
like
of lightning-
floats?
Yes.
That's
And
so
it leaves behind like dirt and stuff
Holy
all
shit.
in the air. While the lightning strikes, it seems to float. And as soon as the lightning fades away, it all crashes down onto the ground.
I hope we get more viewers that can do art. and-
Yeah. Yeah. If there's any viewers that are really good at
Please.
art.
So is it just like rumbling the ground?
The entire ground around you is shaking. There's like strange like piles of rock and dirt that are just scattered about from where the bolts have hit. It would be pretty like in portions. It would be very rough to try and travel into.
I will cautiously approach, like walk forward, and I'll start. Well, there's two things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for any sign of the cloaked figure, and I'm looking because I'm very, very like surprised and curious to see somebody. It's almost like that feeling of like I knew it, you know. And I'm also looking for any other recognizable shapes or signs.
Make a perception check.
22.
Nice.
You're looking about, and it's less so in the storm itself. You do notice, and you did notice as you were approaching, there were like tracks in the ground, like footprints almost. that you could see traveling off into this direction. They go way further on into like the storm proper. But you gather that you could probably follow them and take the same path that the figure took.
Oh dear, tracks.
I see them.
As you look up, there's another few bolts of lightning, and you see another shape in the sky.
Anya, Anya, and I run like in the direction of the shape.
Okay, yeah. It's made out of a few different bolts of lightning, essentially, like kind of coming together to form like a rune. So you start to just run off into that direction. You gather that if he keeps going, that's going to be on the storm proper.
I cast command on him.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes, you did.
He broke his word.
That's gonna be a
Wisdom saving throw?
wisdom saving throw.
Nope.
You
I
succeed
don't.
big time.
I yelled to you because you kind of ran a bit ahead of me, and I just yelled, "Stop!"
You stop.
And
Anya!
barely 50 feet in front of you, a massive bolt of lightning crashes down in front of you, knocks you back completely off your feet. The shockwave just knocks you back, and you feel like you're floating. You see his feet leave the ground as he was knocked back, and then he's just floating in the air, just looking about. And then as the bolt of lightning fades away, he falls straight down to the ground, maybe like 10 feet.
right. Okay. Well, I run over to catch up to
Take
him.
5 points of bludgeoning damage from the
Holy
fall.
shit, it's getting real. Good thing I healed you.
Okay, so I run over and I catch.
Back hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, I get right up to him and I say, "We had a promise." We need to back up.
You're right. I'm sorry. I got carried away.
It's all
I
your
help
fault.
you. I extend a hand to help you.
First thing
you
you
let
notice
me go,
as the first thing you notice as you approach him,
Yeah.
his eyes are also not the same as they used to.
Purple!
Are they red?
They're crackling with red energy.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
And
Okay.
it slowly fades away
Right.
as he looks at you and like blinks a couple of times.
Right. But he's acting like himself. But
He's acting like himself.
okay.
No, he's on all fours screaming.
By the
Summons a red dagger.
by the
Not you, dude. All fours.
by the time you got knocked, lifted up, fell, and I caught up to you, the stop is wore off.
They were off.
Yeah. Yeah. I extend my hand to help lift you up.
He seems heavy. Much heavier than, like, you probably lifted him up. You helped him get this feet
Yes,
after
I
the
have.
fight.
Yeah.
He is,
I'm like, come on.
like, he's almost not moving. Like, as much, like, with your strength, you can barely get him. Like, it's all just him. He's the one who's helping.
Come
him.
on,
I have-
here.
No strength. Like,
He's-
I am super weak.
You're
as
not
this.
helping him stand
I'm
up.
not
He's just
helping him
getting
at
to
all.
his own feet.
Yeah. I'm just like kind of like having my like weapon there that you can hopefully pull yourself up with, and I'm just standing there because I'm like not helping you at all here.
Thank you, friend.
Really, sorry, yeah, really quickly as soon as he gets to his feet, are there any like right in the vicinity, right around where he was, like any like rock stones or anything around that like on the ground?
There are probably
Like
a few.
small ones.
Yeah, you can. There's probably a few.
I try to pick it up. Does it feel significantly heavier
Yes.
than it would? Okay.
Yes. Also, with your passive perception, you notice almost like a ripple in the ground moving.
Is it
Like,
moving?
into the lightning.
Oh, into the lightning.
Yes.
Does it move like past us or? Like, just kind of a
You
wave
just
from us.
notice like a wave, almost like
Right.
there's something under the ground, just like moving towards it.
Bugs Bunny?
There are a lot of unknowns here. We really need to back up. And I'm kind of almost like trying to nudge him as like I start backing away.
So he is kind of like pushing me in the back, and I'm kind of looking to the back.
I'm
I
probably
can see.
not even
Make
not
one
pushing
more
you at all.
perception check.
Yeah, cuts to big one, and he just peering out the window.
No, 11, sorry.
Seems fine.
Yeah, everything seems
You
like
know,
it's going
you
to
look
plan.
back off in the distance, and you can still see the footprints. They go deeper.
Stop telling him this.
I mean, he's being commanded.
Oh,
I need to know. Kaldir, you're a good friend. I'm sorry. I failed you. You're not the first one I failed.
you haven't failed anyone.
I failed Anya. I was supposed to protect her.
You can still find
I
it.
swore to protect her. She was my little sister.
Then let's find her so you can continue that.
The answers lie here. Tonight might not be the night, but the answers lie here. You saw the figure.
I did see a figure in there.
Before we go, at least let me look a little bit more at the tracks.
Are you planning to get closer? Last time you tried that, you were thrown in the air. And I'm not sure if you noticed this, but something is going on with the gravitational density of everything here. You seem to be heavier. The stones, the ground
What?
themselves are heavier.
What?
You calling me fat?
Yeah.
Calling me fat?
Would he have noticed?
Not entirely, but you have empirical evidence in those footprints. Like they're much deeper than
Yeah.
the ones coming this way.
Yeah.
Are you saying that there's something different? Like I grab a stone on the floor?
You also notice, because of your passive perception, there's a few more strands of grayish white in his beard.
Oh, fuck, it
more.
aged him.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, so I wouldn't have noticed it right, like I kind of noticing this right now and just be like, your friend, I don't remember his name, I apologize. You mentioned someone came back from one of these storms, aged, correct?
Aye. Felvin.
I think something might be affecting you similarly right now.
Oh, shit. Alright. We'll back off. But let me at least look at the tracks. And I go and I look at the tracks. Like, what can I tell about them? Like, do they look like humanoids or
gonna
like
Small, large.
small, large?
Both of you make, or one of you make an investigation check with advantage, or both of you make one depending on.
I'm gonna just do it on my own because I have advantage anyways.
I could probably see the tracks from one.
No, but you can smell them.
No, I can't.
Nope, I am way too distracted.
You had advantage.
Wow!
What did
1
I-
and a 3.
Wow.
I rolled
Wow.
a 17.
You have like a plus 10 or something to your investigation, don't you?
Plus 5.
Oh, okay.
Plus 5 with advantage. I rolled 8.
He rolled good, though.
Investigation for me is plus 0, but 17.
Yeah, you're determined. I'm distracted.
You can make off in the distance these tracks, and they seem to go further. But you can see that fairly close, actually, like maybe another 100 or so feet in. They seem to end.
Nah. Fucking Teddy.
Like, so is he able? Like, are you able to? Can you tell what?
I guess I can see better now. So the tracks.
Like, what are the size of the footprints? Like, are they?
What are the size of it?
They
Yeah.
look relatively nondescript humanoid, like
Okay.
human footprints.
What about the gate? Like how far each step is from
Normal.
each other? Normal human
Yeah.
size. Not
Nothing
like
strange
gnomish
about it.
or
They're not small. They're not tall. They're not like super deep. They're not
Could be.
anything noticeable. Your footsteps are much deeper than those.
I like raise my feet around me. Something does seem a little different. but there's nothing special about these tracks, but they end right there.
As he points it out, you can see there's like a large rubble pile near which they seem to end.
Right.
You also do notice, as he points in that direction, it's like a shimmer or something. You can't quite make out what it is with your passive perception. Something's not quite right there. It's like a shimmer in your field of view.
How far can you throw?
Pretty far, I think.
Just like, I mean, you picked up a rock, but I'll just like touch your rock now. See if you can throw that just beyond where those prints end.
All right.
Make a dexterity, like, attack roll. Not a strength one.
18.
I think you can hit. You can hit a spot.
Wait, sorry. What does a dexterity
Just
attack
add your
mean?
Add your
dexterity.
dex.
Oh, add my dex?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So then that's a 13.
Oh.
So if it's just a dex modifier, then roll the 12
Well,
plus
you're
1,
proficient
15.
with simple weapons, so it would
15.
be plus your proficiency, so it would be 15,
Yeah.
roughly. You throw a rock, and it's still fairly far away. It's probably like 100 feet or so away. You throw it, but you don't hear it land, and you don't see it anywhere after a certain point.
It's a portal.
I love how he just jumps that quickly.
Yeah.
You seem quite sure of yourself. You know how portals work.
No, I just heard Danya talking about
What I will say is, what we've seen here today is a lot of new knowledge. We can take that. We can speak to those who maybe have even more understanding of this.
I gave you my rule.
There's another bolt of lightning that falls relatively close in the distance. As you look up, now that you're under it, pretty much in the cloud, you notice a couple of strange things. First, there seems to be something in the cloud. Can't quite tell what it is,
Dragons.
but there's something in there. Definitely something there. A shape, almost like a triangular, like, shape up in the sky, inside the cloud, clouded by these dark, like, smoke, essentially.
One last time, I'm gonna yell, Anya! Anya, are you there? Can you hear me?
Just lightning, no, nothing else.
Let's go, Coulter. Let's get out of these clouds. I gave you my word.
I'm nervous. Well, thank you for keeping it. Let's head back. We can let the others know what we saw here this morning. I'm sure if there's someone, again, maybe Sparkeye, will be able to make sense of some of this. Created those devices, he must have some understanding of how these things work.
Alright. And I grab a rock from the area.
The rock feels heavy, much heavier than it should.
This is strange.
Yes.
Yeah, I carry the rock with me back.
As you start making your way out, more lightning bolts continue to rain behind you, but they slow down. They peter out. And almost at the same time as when you were reaching the end, it's been like a few minutes since there's been a bolt of lightning. The cloud itself seems to be dissipating. Nothing there. And then some strange things happen.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
That was
some
strange.
strange
Yeah.
And then some more strange
Everything
things
up
happen.
until now. Just
Pretty
on par.
straightforward.
Oh,
Ordinary.
yeah. Yeah.
Boring, actually.
Hyman drops to his knees. A wave of exhaustion comes over you. You can barely stand up, you can barely walk, you can barely move.
Counter, I don't feel too good.
Oh, come on. You're going to Spider-Man that shit? Come on.
The rock that you were holding crumbles into dirt. It was a solid stone rock, and it just falls apart in your hand. It's to like sand and
Got
dirt,
snapped away.
and goes through you, like through your fingers. And as he's looking at that, he just like falls to the ground and like, goes to sleep. The wave of exhaustion just falls over you. How many points of exhaustion is the one where your speed becomes 0? That's how many you
Oh
have.
my god.
Whoa.
That's not good. That's really not good.
Holy shit.
5 points of exhaustion.
One
What?
from death. You're 1 from death.
You're at 5 points of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's gonna take 5 long rests before
Yeah.
you're back to normal.
Holy shit
How
balls.
far did you get when you?
With
I
Daniel?
never got to 5. I got to
Oh
4
my
max.
God.
5 is you basically can't walk.
Oh, that was the hag.
6 is your
Yeah.
hit points go to 0. You die. Holy
He is not moving. He's
holy
just unconscious.
shit.
Wonderful.
Carry it back.
Yeah.
But the sun is coming up.
Yeah.
And as the sun rises, you can look out from the window. You see these 2 figures. One of them collapsed on the ground. The other one just trying to figure out what to do.
Scratching your head.
Arkmir and Astra, you wake up at this point in the morning with the sun rising.
Do the 3 of us get our long rest?
All of you get your long rest.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I feel great.
But does that happen before or after?
Timon, you get your long rest,
Okay, so you get 1
but
back.
we'll figure out what happens when you wake up.
Oh god.
Do I get a long
So,
You get a
does that
Oh,
mean that I
okay.
recover from one of the exhaustion points?
No, let's just say that's the one that kept you from dying.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking god. So you hit the long rest and then you'll have to add 1 exhaustion back because it'll get rid of it. Holy she balls. Yeah.
Don't go into the storm, she said. It'll be fun, she said.
I mean, they're not
Oh
wrong.
man, that thing sounds scary.
So I can see 2 figures.
Yeah. You can make out 2 figures out in the...
Do I have any idea who the fuck they are from my vision?
Well, it's probably
You
still
can
like.
tell that, like...
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so-
like the
okay.
sun's starting to come up.
Okay, so
Keltier's
it's,
got a fairly recognizable silhouette.
Okay.
Well, even that aside, I would have lit up the end of my staff.
Okay.
With light.
oh no. And I dump my tea and put it back in my bag. You guys are waking up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to startle you. I hope you got a very nice rest. But I think our friends are in danger. I think we need to go right now.
Is my head still hurting? Or is that gone?
You're feeling a little bit better now.
Okay.
Long story short, Timon went chasing a storm.
What?
I know. I tried stopping him, but he is very freakishly strong. And Kelthier went with him and told me to stay.
What?
We just need to go right. Please follow me.
Okay.
Come on, boy.
I just like pick
Yeah.
up my stuff here in a hurry.
Yeah.
Why did both of them run into the storm?
I don't know, but it looks like they might be in danger.
Well-
Kelthier told me if his staff lights up, that they're in trouble, and it just lit up now.
Oh my god.
So I think we should go.
Let's go.
Yeah. So, come on, boy. We'll just start. Quickly, you see the big one hastily move.
Yep. So you all start making your way down. It'll be a ways. You have to go all the way down and then all the way around. Kelthier, what are you doing?
So because I don't know what's happening, and I see him fall unconscious like this, I assume that maybe there was like some sort of lingering effect from the storm that maybe just damaged you, like hurt you enough that you became unconscious. So I'm going to kneel over by him and just place my hand on his chest and say, Timon, I'm not sure what's happening to you, but I need you to wake up, and I'm going to try casting Cure Wounds on you. But I'm going to guess it won't do anything.
You can... It's strange. As you go to cast your wound on him, you notice that he seems healthy.
Okay.
And the wounds that he suffered in the fight are no longer there.
Huh.
Huh?
Like, his face isn't bruised. His beard does look a little bit more gray
Right.
than before.
Fucking Silver
Okay.
Fox now, baby.
So then, so then I was about to do that and notice.
He just looks like he's passed out. Like he looks like he's asleep.
Right.
Or like comatose, I guess is the better way to put it.
Yeah.
In some ways.
Okay. Then.
But there's no more dark cloud.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, then I'm just going to.
As you look out, you see, all of those mounds of dirt that had formed throughout it? All of them are like.
You
flat
motherfucker! I
level
did
down to the
say
center.
that. Yeah. So everything, like, it looks almost like what it looked like before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost as though nothing happened.
Sheesh. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna sit down next to him while he's kind of sleeping here, and theoretically, like, I don't know if you fell over like in a weird bent arm state or something, but I'm gonna just kind of like
face
fix
down.
you so that you're
into-
not.
Worse.
Yeah, you're not like
I
in a
just felt like the-
distorted,
yeah.
weird,
Face down,
broken
booty
up.
up.
Yeah.
Push his butt down.
So yeah, just kind of like correct your position a little bit more so you're not in a really awkward
Am I
death
still
broken arm.
Am I still heavy?
No. You
You
seem
know,
normal.
That's good because I wouldn't have been able to move anywhere. Sit down alongside him, and I'm going to just kind of almost start. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of close my eyes and just kind of like mutter in Elvish. So like I don't know if they get close, you might be able to hear, but if he gets there, then I will say a little bit about what I was saying. But I'm mostly just kind of like it almost sounds like I'm praying.
It takes a while for them to get there.
Mhm.
So you're probably at that point done praying. And you can look up and you can see 3 figures and a dog approaching. They get near you, and as you arrive, you see like Timon on the ground, lying unconscious. It seems like Kaltir's sitting beside him.
Okay.
You can see like Timon's breathing. He seems healthy, but it doesn't take like a passive perception of 15 to realize like his beard is looking a little bit grayer.
Oh my. Kalthir, I saw your staff glow. We came as soon as possible. Does he need healing? Is he okay?
As far as I can tell, at least from a physical perspective, he seems healthy. We were on our way back from investigating the storms, and he collapsed.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he got a little too close and was struck back by one of the cracks of lightning. And it seems to have taken a toll on him. He seems to be kind of sleeping, some sort of fatigue right now, but I honestly don't know much more other than that.
He got back here on his own.
He walked to this point and collapsed.
Did you say he got hit by one of the lightning?
He wasn't directly hit by one of the cracks of lightning, but he was in the vicinity of where one came down, and he was thrown back. But it wasn't as simple as just the force of being knocked back. He was lifted into the air, suspended for a period of time before dropping. These storms do something very strange to the area. I saw very large areas of the ground, stone, some building-sized, suspended in the air.
I'm gonna look around. When
Yeah.
He says that.
Just flat ground.
Background, it's dirt mostly, but
I understand what I'm saying sounds crazy. There's none of that here now. But we saw it. And we know everyone seems to be afraid of these storms and what they're capable of. This is the first time I've seen at least a bit of their potential, and I have no idea what is going on with them.
I feel like we need to talk with somebody who knows more information about these storms.
I agree.
I think we need to somehow get Timons to a safer spot in the middle of this field.
Mhm.
And we need to pay my father a visit.
I agree. I will say, Diamond is quite headstrong towards finding his sister.
And I gave him my word that I will do what I can to help him. Unfortunately, I don't have much answers.
I think he appreciates all the help that has been offered, but he wants concrete evidence. And the only thing he really knows is that she was lost along a storm. So he will do everything he can to get answers. Honestly, he's lucky to be here right now. If he had taken 2 steps forward, I don't know where he would be right now.
Well, I appreciate you going with him. This could have been a very different morning. I think we need to get out of here.
I agree. If we are able to bring him back...
I'm gonna guess he's not quite as light as Arkmir,
No.
but I'm going to try and like
You can
toss him over my shoulder.
You can toss him over.
Okay. And I'll just tap him in the back.
But
Yeah. And I'll just...
Do we take him back to...
Both arms just swinging.
Yeah, just full out.
Over your shoulder.
and your beard.
Do we take him back to Freedom Hold, or do we try and go straight to my father? I mean, I'm more than happy carrying him, but...
Honestly, at this point, I have no idea how long he'll be out for. Arkmir, how are you feeling today?
Better. I'm still confused about yesterday, but I really just trying to catch up on what's happening here. I don't know why. Why did you guys approach the storm?
I approached it to try to keep Diamond alive. I honestly, if I wasn't there, we may never have seen Diamond again. I don't know for sure, but everybody keeps saying people disappear or they die, or who knows what else when they go to these storms. He was inches from getting to the center of those.
He was pretty adamant of leaving the room last night. I couldn't even stop him.
Do we need to let Linda wants to get close to the storm. Do we need...
She
we
may
should
have
tell
the
her.
blueprints ready as well. We can...
Stopping there first would probably be a good idea. I know that there were the blueprints that she was working on to give to your father. We could let her know. I can try to convey
She
the
might be
things that I
able
saw.
to help him in some way. I don't really know what's wrong with him, but he's quite out of it. Well, let's get out of this field at the very least.
Back up the stairs.
Yeah, we can walk and talk.
So yeah, just start heading back towards where we came from.
Yep. You make your way back to all around the corner. It's been like probably an hour or so since you woke up at this point. Freedom Hold is starting to feel a little bit like yesterday. It's a little bit bustling. There's people milling about. You can see that there's another food stall has been set up for serving some breakfast. It's mostly just bread and toast. Nothing fancy. Maybe some leftover stew from yesterday. Goat stew.
Yum.
I think I would just start
Chicken
heading
sandwich
straight
and goat
towards...
stew.
I think I'd probably just start heading straight towards apartment 505,
Yeah.
where Linda...
Actually, before you even get there,
Oh.
Glenda's down in the courtyard. She's been looking around for you all. You
Probably
just catch her down
Professor.
there. She's carrying just like these rolls of
Blueprints. That's
blueprints in her
fantastic.
arms, and she's just been looking around. You see
Professor.
her talking to Julius to see if he can,
Rat bastard.
like, tell, asking where you all are. And Julius like looks over and points at you.
Professor. And I'll just walk over to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have these blueprints.
They're
Is everything all right?
maybe we should speak in private if you have a moment.
Oh yes. Follow me. And she starts climbing up the stairs, and she is very slow to climb
Yeah.
up the stairs.
Yeah.
Up 5 flights of stairs. It takes you probably another 15-20 minutes just to get up to her apartment, and she opens the door. Would you all like some cups of tea?
Yes, that'd be great.
And I'm just going to gently set you down in one of the chairs that are in there.
Astra is off to the side with her arms crossed, looking visually pissed.
So Kelthier might be able to explain it a bit better, but last night, our friend here woke in the middle of the night and decided to chase one of those storms.
Why? What?
That remains to be seen. I don't entirely know, but from what I understand is he was partially hit by one of the lightning bolts, and he's been in this state since, and he appears to be more gray.
Oh. And she like starts looking at you, and she immediately forgets about making tea. And she just starts looking. Is he alive? And she like checks your pulse, and
He seems to be
Are you
healthy.
Full HP? Are you full HP?
Yeah.
All 39 points of it.
He seems to be healthy, but he's also very much asleep.
technically your HP would be halved because that's what you get for exhaustion level 4.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Technically,
Well, the
it's all cumulative.
Yeah.
The beyond is not showing that. Okay. I do have level 5 set.
Yeah. It's probably because when you
Probably
do a
the
long rest, it
overload,
resets that. Yeah.
HP.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I guess I would just.
that's fascinating. I've never seen anything like this. You must be the only person to have ever gone into one of those and survived.
Well, I mean, he mentioned his sister and his friend. There's, to me now, reason to believe that they very much could be alive.
I guess. But anyways, I'm very sorry for your friend's loss.
Okay.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
She. Actually, wait 1 second. She goes back into like her giant pile of things and starts rummaging about. I might have something that could help.
Hmm.
And she's just like rummaging through. What are the rest of you all doing while this is happening?
I will start making that tea.
Fine. You make the tea. Armir, Calder.
Sorry, did you tell us that you saw someone go into the storm?
Not yet.
No,
Why did you let him go?
I couldn't stop him.
Well, from what I heard, it sounded like both of you went off gallivanting into the storm.
We were holding hands and skipping.
I'm mad at you.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Do you think he's gonna be alright?
It's not gonna be when he wakes up.
I honestly don't know. I thought I had a pretty good understanding of just kind of, you know, the medicinal, the holy effects of the body being able to keep people healthy. And I continue to be surprised the last several days by what I've seen. I have no idea.
Like, as I kind of looking at him, like, are you referring to his wounds? Because those are gone.
Correct.
Yeah.
He, from a physical perspective, he seems fine. But something caused him to exert extreme fatigue. And also, at least from what I can tell, he rapidly aged.
He always looked like that.
He has a few more grays than he did.
I'll bring the tea over. I'll hand Arkmir the very pristine.
Yeah, I found it. Oh. And she comes out with another, like, a small box almost. And she pops it open, and inside there's a liquid, like in a bottle. Looks like a potion of sorts. It's like very inside the cushioning inside of it is like this bright purple.
Cool.
And the bottle has like almost a golden cork seal around it and like a coil that runs down it.
She's cool.
The liquid inside is
Love it.
red, and I brewed this with the help of the professor of alchemy at the Professor Cook, we were trying to come up with a way to make this much faster acting means of restoring people.
Interesting.
Now, in exchange for this, I hope that you all will help me bring power back to the city. But
Professor, I've already told you I will do what I can to help Ward 8. I have no reason not to.
yes, because this is very valuable.
Okay.
Yes. Then
Yes, I
you,
agree.
Make him drink this.
I don't grab it, and I'll say, does somebody mind grabbing this for Timon?
And I'll just step back away from
I'll
it.
step up.
You grab it, and it's a beautiful bottle. Like, even the portions of it that are glass or look like portions of it are like stained glass. It's very, very valuable.
Sorry, bud.
Enjoy your vacation.
Does it look like, because I've seen healing potions.
There's one more.
Does it look like damage?
Not quite.
Yeah.
Does it have like a different like consistency, viscosity than healing potions?
It looks a different color.
Oh, it's not.
It's not red liquid.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like a golden liquid
Got it.
with
Okay.
small red flecks in it,
Oh, okay.
but it's completely
Jägermeister.
different.
Yeah.
It's not a healing potion.
Okay.
It's not anything.
Clearly
Like, you
not.
could spend
Okay.
some time looking into it and like dipping your finger and stuff into it to like
No,
figure
that's
out
fine.
what exactly it does. But
Well, I'm just gonna look back to her then when I say this. You're sure this will work, or that it'll
I'm fairly sure.
no
I've
harm
held
you
on to
make
it
one
for
sweating big time. You would notice.
a bind.
Sure.
I don't think she said
Or she said it was just help.
Okay.
like
Um,
something to restore.
Yeah, that's all she said.
Yeah.
So whatever.
all
That's
right.
she said.
Then I will go over to Timon, and he was like in a chair, right? You put him in a chair. Then yeah, just kind of open your mouth and
I'll take another step back.
As he finishes taking in the potion, there's like a small belch of like flame almost that erupts out of his.
You did the magic trick!
Yeah.
It worked me, but it Lenda
Finally
did.
happened.
Oh no.
Oh, Lenda's the greatest.
Yeah. Lenda's so cool.
Oh, man.
She's okay.
Timon, you come to, you recover 1 level of exhaustion. So you're still at 4 levels of exhaustion. You are still very tired. The
He's
most
awake?
tired you have ever been in your life.
He's awake.
But he is awake.
Tired.
Oh, are you tired? I go over and I shove him. The hell are you doing? What are you doing running into the storm? Are you trying to get killed?
Oh.
No, lass.
I punched him on
Sorry.
the arm.
Oh.
Ouch. Ouch. Easy.
Well-
Easy, lass. I saw something. You have to understand.
No, I understand. You and Calthir went off gallivanting into the storm.
Linda's sitting on her little seat, and she's brought out a notebook and she's taking notes on like everything or your behavior, just like looking at you very keenly. And
Don't
just, like,
don't be mad at Caltier. I asked him to come with me.
Oh, and he was like, okay.
No, he was trying to hold me back. But he's a good friend.
What?
You have to
Why?
understand, lass. I failed Anya. And I'm not gonna stop until I find some answers. The only reason I came all this way, I spent almost 100 years in the Blue Hammer. It was my sole purpose. The second mission I had in life was to protect her. When she wanted me to come with her in the expedition, but I couldn't. You see, it happened out of nowhere. She was already at the Erie gate, ready to go, and she left. So, all I wanted was to see what she saw. I wasn't trying to kill myself. I especially wasn't trying to kill Kaltir.
I take my teacup and I'm pissed, but I take a sip and put it down.
I'm sorry, Kaltir. I dragged you so close to the storm. Are you okay?
I'm still mad at you.
I'm alright. Are you okay?
I feel dead tired.
You've got pretty severe bags under your eyes. I feel
What
like
is
you're...
this thing that you gave me? Tastes like
Cinnamon?
with hints of iron.
To be honest, took a bit of a gamble there. It was something that that Lenda provided us. She said it would help you.
I guess this is the first I noticed Lenda there.
Yes, and you do notice that you're in Linda's house. You've been to it before, like her apartment.
We also saw someone last night. After I ran out, went to the roof. And as I was looking at the storm, I saw someone. I couldn't see quite who. He was cloaked, walking towards the storm. So we ran out, and I saw the tracks, and the tracks just ended somewhere inside the storm. Just disappeared. Kaltir saw. Not crazy, am I, Kaltir?
Yes.
Well, that's a different question, I think.
You didn't mention
But
this?
he's not...
Wait, you said somebody else was going into the storm?
Aye.
We saw a figure walking towards the storm and disappear.
See, he saw too.
That's
It's a
weird.
portal, 100%.
You all seem to be
I'm just
really
kidding.
into portals.
That's weird. Why? Why would anybody risk that?
I was just looking for my sister. And there was one more thing. I saw a rune. A rune in the storm.
Interesting.
I recognize that rune. Go and I get my hammer and I look at the side of it.
It's the same run.
Aye. What's this?
What does it look like?
Were those runes have always been on your hammer? Would I have noticed that?
You would not have noticed that.
You reckon you?
So much for my passive.
You don't notice anything.
You don't know Dwarvish.
No, I don't.
So
I
you
just
wouldn't have
figured-
recognized any words or anything in the sky. It would have just seemed like lightning.
Yeah.
I can read all writing. Can I read it?
Oh,
You
shit.
try to read it.
I try to read it.
What does the rune mean?
Stone.
Oh my
Stone?
god.
Stone. It means stone.
Well, I had that for like a 3 seconds.
We all know now.
What does it have in relation to you?
I mean, some weapons that we manufactured at the Blue Hammer, we would carve runes into it. You know, the best weapons, they not only have names, but they also have, I guess, their names inscribed in them or their inspiration.
Interesting.
This one is Stonebreaker.
Stonebreaker?
Stonebreaker.
Something
And I turned the hammer, and there's another rune on the other side.
I read it.
Breaker.
Those are the only 2 runes on your on the hammer.
Is that what the shape was?
Mm-hmm.
Like table talk? Is that what the shape was that you were seeing?
It was stone.
Just stone.
I saw stone. When I saw that, this weapon, it has been in my family for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. When I saw the shape in the storm, I thought it was a sign. I thought Anya was talking to me.
DM question. I know you mentioned that did we both see the shape in the...
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have seen it much more so than he would have.
Got it.
Like,
Okay.
it's much less likely for him to have noticed it
Okay.
than it is for you to.
Right. I'm not sure if you also noticed, but when we were as close as we got under that cloud, there was a shape in the cloud. Something in it. Not a cloud. I couldn't quite make it out. I don't know what it is, but I'm not sure if take this all down. I have it as
I
well.
thought it was Raffaele,
Raffaele, no,
Linda.
These guys are full of great lore.
I saw something
So I don't know if that's an indication
like
that...
a triangle.
I mean, roughly, it's hard to tell. But like something of that shape, I'm not sure if that means it was constructed.
It seemed unnatural.
Given what we've seen here, what schema is capable of with...
Whoa, I would know the storms are made, or like produced at the very least, right?
They're not produced.
Oh, it's the rain clouds that are
The rain clouds
The rain clouds are
Never
produced.
mind. Okay.
When they
The
describe
lightning
the
rifts are not.
Yes.
when they describe the triangle shape in the storm,
Yes.
does it spark
Yes.
memory for me? Interesting.
Oh. What? Hey,
It's also at
Asha.
that very moment, there's this small tapping on the window. Like,
Oh,
Linda
if-
looks around. to
it's
her
fucking
window.
Oh, it's
And it's behind a bunch of like piles of shit. She's like, "What is that?"
kill it.
She like rummages through. There's just like a poke, like a tapping noise on the window. And as you look, you can recognize it immediately.
Hoku!
It's a small blue
Do you
and
have your
purple
wand?
iridescent like winged creature that's just like flapping outside and it's just like tapping against the window.
Hoku, you made it! And I
Oh,
run
my.
over and I push stuff out of the way and I open
You
up
push
the window.
Linda out.
Oh,
Drop kick her.
You open the window and Hoku just flies in and just looks out aloud like, like flies
You
over to
made
you
it.
and like gives you a big hug and like climbs onto your shoulder. Just like nuzzling up against it.
Oh,
what is that?
it's
You all
Hoku.
you can describe what they see.
So he's sitting on my shoulder. He's got his tail like wrapped around my arm. He's got wings. Well, first of all, why am I so bad at this? Holy fuck! He's a pseudo dragon. We'll start there.
Is it what?
A pseudo dragon.
Okay.
So he's like yay big.
It's make believe.
He is, he's like iridescent, so like kind of depending like how you look at him, like he's got different
Ooh.
colors that show. Imagine kind of like tar, but iridescent. So like dark iridescent, big eyes, little spikes on his head, and then like wings.
Because he's a pseudo dragon, you know?
You do notice that on the
Yeah.
back, of it, like on the end of its tail, you have like a sharp stinger on it.
Cool.
Oh.
Oh my.
Ooh, and then I pull the apple that I took from Big One before, and I just like break little pieces and I give it to him.
It just starts eating it. Seems hungry. He seems hungrier than normal.
Oh my god, you haven't eaten in days.
How common are pseudo dragons?
You have never seen a creature like this.
Okay.
And he's just like nuzzling into me, and we're just like, snuggling.
Is there another friend joining us?
This is Hoku.
Oh.
I thought that was your wand last.
No, my wand is Cynthia. We've been through this.
She did mention that.
This is Hoku. He's my best friend. You mentioned little one is your best friend.
Yes.
Well, this is Hoku is my best friend. They should meet.
Yesterday, you were afraid for Hoku. You were worried about him.
I was so worried about you. That's my apple.
Eating apple.
Did he just fly here from where you're from?
Did you fly here from north?
Yeah.
We're gonna find a place called North.
Just called North.
There's,
Whenever we get that first map, it's just going to be north.
yeah.
It's literally just on the other side of the ring.
Yeah.
Like Stormbringer.
You get a wave
actually
of
south of
thought
here, though.
in your head
It's called North.
that makes it seem like no.
How did you get here?
You get another flash in your head, just a visual of a giant floating island in the sky up above the tower.
Yeah.
And then another flashing vision, like an image of the fields outside.
North.
And then another flashing vision that's just like an emotion that's like warmth and home.
Oh, I missed you too, Hoku. Let's go meet little one.
Oh.
Hey.
It's okay.
Hey.
Now do a full conversation between you.
What do you have to say to little?
20 minutes.
Yeah.
At this point, Linda is kind of surprised and is just taking down notes, and then she like starts almost drawing like a sketch of Hoku. Yes, the blueprints. I have to give you all the blueprints.
Yes.
And she like picks up those and like hands them to you.
Thank you. So you really did not need to work all night for these.
I mean, if it will help bring power back to this ward, it is worth it.
For sure.
And now I think I need to go to bed.
Please, we'll be out of your hair. Please go to sleep.
Do it.
Before we leave, I just want to. A lot of weird things have happened these last few days, and I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Pardon me for sounding so rude, but Timon, I need you to understand that I meant what I said, and I will do everything in my power to get you some answers you so desperately seek. I believe that your sister is still out there somewhere, and if I can help in any way, I will do so. You are the first friends that I've really had outside of you, of course. And I think I owe it to you. I mean, you've all kept me alive in a very short time. But we need to know that you won't go seeking these answers by yourself or putting yourself in harm's way. Lenda provided us with some blueprints, and we need to speak with my father, but I believe we can get you those answers. It just might take some time. But please don't lose hope. And Arkmir, I know you won the fight. but from what I understand, something
Time is just shaking his head.
something different, and I wholeheartedly believe what I said.
That was just like...
From what I understand, something very different happened with you yesterday, and I know you're confused, and we are also confused, but I think we need to have each other's back here. We need to trust each other as much as we can, because some very unusual and dangerous things are happening in this city. And I just need you guys to know that I will do and help you in any way I can to get answers for everyone. And if North is where you need to be, I will help you.
Canon.
I will help you get there in some way if possible. I don't have a lot in this city aside from my father and my friend here. But I feel like I might have some purpose now, so if we are going to go through with this, I think we need to be trusting a little bit.
You're right. I'm sorry, friends. I'm sorry I ran out like that. I needed it. I needed to see. I can't imagine what it was for Anya. Like, I lost sleep for days after she disappeared and I could only picture myself being there. And I needed to see, but now I know. I know. She is out there. She is out there.
And I believe you. I truly do.
Thank you for helping me. Kaltir, thank you for saving me yesterday. I have a feeling that when you shouted for me to stop, you were very convincing, by the way. If you didn't, I might not be here. And it's the second time that you stick around for me. So thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
Arkmir, I've known you the longest, which has only been a few days, but I feel like we have an understanding. I will have your back and get some answers of your own if that's what you seek, but
Arkmir in his own, like, not his regular kind of cheery self. Just like, honestly, I'm still lost, but I'm thankful to have you all. That you're still here with me.
You're very valuable in many ways. I mean, you're a prize fight winner. You're very good at communication, and I think once you start feeling a little more like yourself, you will help us with this task of restoring. She's asleep. Restoring power for Ward 8 and finding Anya and whatever North adventures you have, or I'm not really sure what you're seeking, but I think we're better together.
Timon, I'm so. You can tell Astra is like, her grumpies are gone. She's happy. I'm sorry I was such a d-bag. I'm sorry I hit you when you were down. I get it.
It's alright, lass. It's alright. I have this effect on people. Sometimes they want to hit me.
I've never wanted to hit you. Oh, pardon me. I've been lying to you all this time. There's someone with us. This is... Well, for now, we'll call him the Little One, but I hope to give him a proper name one day. Little One, this is everyone.
I combined the two.
You just turned into
Poku
a chicken.
also at the same time just like looks up and says like,
Hope.
It's okay.
Now, obviously, Lenda needs some rest. She worked very hard on these blueprints, and I think it's only right that we finally go speak with my father and get answers for everyone. He's a very knowledgeable man, and I think that he'll be able to help us in some capacity. So unless anybody has any unfinished business here in Ward 8 at this time, I think we should start heading back to my home.
I feel so tired.
I can carry you if you would like.
How big is the Little One relative to Timon?
Timon's bigger for sure. He whatever medium construct, like he is.
I mean,
he
he's
is
also
bigger
medium.
than
We're
a
medium,
dog.
aren't we? Well,
You're
you're
I'm
large.
large.
He's large.
So he's he is a medium construct, so he is big. He's way bigger than a normal dog, but not like massive.
Yeah, he's still like a dog.
Yeah,
Like
he's
a
just
mastiff or
like probably a little bit
But-
bigger than
You
a
would
But
need
like-
a large
like a
creature
dwarf
to be
sized
able
horse?
to be a
like a Great Dane, but like a mastiff shape.
Okay.
Rafay, give me
I got a
mount.
picture.
We cut to it.
You need a large creature to be able to carry it.
That is
Okay.
what the
Awesome.
default mastiff looks
Oh, wow.
like. So it is a big dog.
Okay.
My guy doesn't look like that because I made him, so he's
Sure.
perfect.
Yeah.
But yes, he is a Great Dane sized mastiff.
Right.
He's big.
I love him.
So
I can certainly carry you if you would like.
Maybe we find a cart for my dignity.
Well, we can try for sure.
All right,
Anything else from you guys?
stand up. My hammer feels so heavy today.
I'll help you find Anya. I'm also looking for somebody. Maybe
But
we
you
can
found
help.
Hoku.
I was looking for Hoku. Found him.
Okay.
Looking for somebody else now. Maybe we can help each other out.
Who are you looking for, lass?
Somebody from North.
North.
North?
Pronounced north.
Oh, North. Did I say that? I missed
No.
something.
no, he wrote North.
Oh,
King of
okay.
the North.
King of the North.
I think we're, as mentioned, better together right now.
Mhm.
I still would very much like to speak with your father. So
For sure, and I'm sure he would be more than happy to speak with all of you.
Kaldir, did you see the stone that I was carrying yesterday? Right before I had this wave of exhaustion. Remember, I'm pretty sure. What happened to it? It felt like it crumbled away.
that is what happened.
Why didn't I crumble away?
Perhaps it was just like you aged the stone, aged and turned to dust.
Perhaps the stone was closer.
Interesting. Well, is it okay if I call you friends?
Best friends.
Hi,
I
friend.
don't know.
You're a good friend, big lad.
Well, I think we should head toward one.
You exit from Linda's apartment and you start making your way downstairs, picking up any of the stuff that you'd left behind. Like your stuff was still in the
301,
apartment.
Yeah.
You would have had to go and pick up your bedroll.
Get
Very
everything.
slowly because my speed is high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell that he's like staggering and
Yeah.
just like catching his breath where every so
I'll help
often.
him. I'll make sure that I help him along.
When you're about to leave 301, there's two figures standing outside. There's Julius and Cassandra.
Oh. Well, hello.
Cassandra pointedly looks at you, Arkmir. Is everything all right?
It's better.
Saw that.
I'm
What was?
all I can say is I'm sorry. And
He's figuring some things out. There's a lot of things we're trying to work through right now, and we don't really have answers. I know you want to know how he won the fight, but right now we're actually on our way to go speak with my father at my home in Ward 1. You wouldn't happen to know the best route to take at this time, would you?
In a minute.
Oh,
What happened to you? You would have. You could have died. You could have killed. You went all Pharaoh, and you could have killed Eridok. You could have killed everybody if your friend here hadn't stopped you.
He didn't though.
And then Julius told me that he saw 2 of you leaving last night.
Oh, that must have been a
Heading out.
mistake.
Into outside. I don't even know where you all went. Were you meeting
Just-
with razors? What the?
No, they were sound asleep all night. I kept watch. I promise you this. You must have seen somebody else.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Oh no.
No, the lad was sleeping. I just needed some air.
12.
It's like the best you've ever lied.
That's a lie. I lie for my friends.
You didn't come back till morning.
Just needed a bit of fresh air. I got pretty banged up yesterday from that fight. I still feel quite tired.
You don't look hurt. You look exhausted, sure. But your wounds, and like she looks at you, and Arkmir, you objectively like still have like these cuts and scrapes, and his skin is like perfectly healthy. What the fuck is going on? And Julius like almost like pulls her back a little bit. I think what Cassandra is trying to say is that she hopes she didn't make a mistake trusting you all.
I gave you my word that I would do what I can for this ward. I don't know what's going through your head right now, but I hope at the very least you can trust me.
And I just smile.
Oh.
He stabs me. I died twice in 2 days.
She's standing there and she's like staring at you all. She turns and like storms off. But from behind you, a big one, a voice whispers to you and says, "Don't try to lie to me." As you turn around, you see Cassandra behind you.
Oh, whoa.
And then you turn around and you see Cassandra walking away. And then the Cassandra behind you disappears.
Did we see the
All
Cassandra
of you
behind
saw
him?
that.
Okay. So wait, one just manifested behind him?
What?
Wait, there was
Interesting.
there's only ever one at a time though, right?
No,
Like
there were 2. There were objectively 2.
Oh. I won't.
Julius is
100%
like,
means that.
Julius almost like does a fist palm. And I was like, "Oh, you lot have certainly made a name for yourself here. What should I be calling you all? Storm chasers?" And he
Giving
like
us
shakes
some-
his head. At least if you're trying to sneak out, don't be so obvious about it. And he turns and walks away.
He has a valid point.
That's a wicked name.
Oh,
We should steal that.
Julius, is he gone or?
He's walking away.
Do you happen to have a cart we can borrow?
Yeah, there should be 2 carts downstairs.
How much do I owe you for that?
I mean, you can take them. We don't
Oh.
have any need for them. There's no more goats to pull them, so.
Oh, that's true. Thank you. I got you a cart.
I just heard that.
At this point, Linda kind of runs out and is like,
Cassandra's magical.
like she woke up and she comes out and like looks at you. So, what exactly are you all planning to do? Are you gonna take? What is the plan?
Are you asking
I
me?
gave you these blueprints. She's talking
Oh,
to
to
you.
me, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
These blueprints. What's
yes,
the plan with them?
We are on our way to speak with my father right now.
Yes.
And I will definitely get his input on the matter, and hopefully we can come to some sort of
You know, in order to make this, you need iron, right?
yes.
You know, iron's illegal, right?
We have lots.
So, are you gonna come back here and make it here? There's no forge here.
I could.
You want to take some iron with you and smuggle it into? I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go to sleep. She like turns around and walks away.
Wait. How much do we need, Linda?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You open up the blueprints and you can see like there's a massive construction on top of what the cylinder that she already has,
Yeah.
plus the repairs that need to be made for the cylinder. You would probably need like a solid like 3 or 4 bars, and then you'd have to smelt it, forge
Oh.
it. It would be a project.
That box that I gave
It
her.
would be a project. Yeah, but she has some.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just...
But do you take those?
I'll take the box, and I'll put it in my giant knapsack that looked like it had an
It's
iron dog in
really,
it.
really heavy. These are bars of iron. These are like
I was carrying a fucking metal
it's
dog in
almost
my
like a
backpack.
half dozen bars of iron. But that was electro steel.
It's true.
This
but...
was like solid iron.
Okay,
You would
can
need
I
to put it
carry
on the cart.
He also
Okay, well that's
carried
fine. Yeah, we got a cart. That's
So you're taking the illegal cart back in.
well, the
illegal-
Anyway,
cart
that's
is
a
made
good
of
spot
iron.
for you all to decide
Yeah.
over the next break as we end our session for the
Okay.
day.
Yeah,
I just
we're
wanted to
taking an
make sure
empty
that
cart,
you
not the
considered
cart full
the
of iron.
point.
No, but the original car was made of iron.
But he said there was 2 empty carts.
Anyways, we will discuss that and come back next session
Yep.
to the
Oh
next
boy.
Awesome
So
for the outcome.
many like
Yeah.
moments.
So many crazy things. Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.